You know what I'm saying? I
Brother
didn't go like,
Shaka,
oh, yeah.
let me say this before I go. You are
Yeah.
one of the most dangerous brothers in our community. Why? Because he has been listening for a long time, and when you say something, he's going to say, "Wait, but you said this on this day. Here's the video."
And he's going to have the
He is one of the
documentation.
most dangerous brothers in our community. And so I'm excited that you're here. I'm excited that Soneta's audience now knows about you. He was talking to me about Shaka. I thought he was talking about Shaka almost for a second. Because Soneta love him some Shaka Ma'at forever. So I'm just honored that now we have a more global. I know Rob Ward was kind of making a joke, but he was also making a comment. The reality is that this internet is going to allow Africans all over the world to connect on our interest, and that is powerful. That is powerful.
Yes.
I'm honored to be on. I promise I will communicate with you. I'm watching your shows ardently, Shaka. So whenever you would like me to come and chat with you privately or publicly, please let me know.
Yeah.
Okay?
Potep Senu, Hena Senut ET. Then Ishaka Nukugemet. I hope you're doing well. The title of this live stream is What Do You Want to Talk About? Let me check the sound quality. The background music seems low, but I'll leave it like that. Oh, Akiruma, t'es dans la place, au TEP. Now, this time is going to be, je sais pas si tu parles anglais, mais cette fois-ci, je vais faire un stream en anglais. This time is going to be a stream in English. You can tell by the title. I just did a live stream where I spoke mainly in French. I had to address a few things. So feel free, free talk. Oh, actually, let me share the link if somebody wants to get on the panel. I'm going to pin it as well. Link to, oh, you know what? I already have the link. There it is. I realized that I forgot the fair use disclaimer on my previous live stream, but hey, you know what I'm saying? So here's the link if somebody wants to get on the panel. Otherwise, feel free. The chat is open to everybody. I'm streaming on both channels, so on both channels, the chat is open to everybody. You don't even have to be a subscriber. You know what I'm saying? So, and now I'll drop the fair use disclaimer just in case. You never know. Somebody may want to share something. I may end up sharing something. So copyright disclaimer on the section copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Let me pin the link for the panel. And I'm going to pin it also on the other channel. Here, and here. There it is. So feel free. What's new? What's popping? Now, of course, we've seen what happened with the shooting of Donald Trump. Some people are wondering, What's up? I have already shared a video of one witness who said that they saw the shooter, or let's say they saw the dude with a rifle on top of the roof. They actually saw him climbing or crawling up the roof, and they warned the police and the secret services. They pointed at him, and the guy even said he doesn't even know how come Trump was still talking at that point. And then I have also shared a video where you can see the dude on the roof, and you can hear several people saying, "Oh, he's right here, he's right there, right there," and you even see at least one police officer. So it seems strange, but I'm not gonna go into no conspiracy theory. But besides that, anything on your mind, feel free. You know what I'm saying? Something that I addressed recently or a long time ago. Donnie Williams is in the place to be. I hope you're doing well, brother. Come on now, feel free. Anything you want to talk about, let's go. I'm on holiday. I'm chilling like a mofo. For real. Got my son with me. I was with my son and my daughter earlier, took them to have fun. Right now, my son is sleeping. My daughter as well. I'm chilling. I don't have to wake up to go to work tomorrow, so I'm good. What's popping? What's going on? Let me know. Any question? Any comment? Feel free. Yeah. Danny Williams is asking, what were you saying about MPIM earlier? I was saying that the Willie Lynch letter is fake. Oh, I have to plug my computer. Battery is about to die on me. Yeah, the Willie Lynch letter is fake, indeed. Now, back then he had several, I think he had 2 or 3 articles. Probably now he has, 1 page only. Oh, the page doesn't work anymore. Okay, maybe he's not aware. Oh, it's a shame. Now I'm in the home page. Oh, it's a damn shame. But I shared them before. Actually, hold on. You know what? Maybe the links are on my website. Oh, dang. So if I don't, okay, well, all of them. Oh, there it is. There it is. It appears that the Willie Lynch letter is fake. Here's the link. Okay, good, good. Now, that's one. Okay, and then part 2. Good. And then I think it's gonna be okay, part 3 is missing. Okay, never mind. So I'm gonna share both. So here, oh, what's going on? What? YouTube rejected your comment? This is fairly common when sharing a link. You may need to share the link another way. What the heck? What the heck? What's going on? Okay, let me try directly in the chat then. Well, in the chat it worked. Okay, so it should appear in a few seconds. On my end, I mean, it's already in the chat. Well, it's not showing, but it's okay. I'm gonna share part 2. Part 2. Here it is. Boom. So I've shared part 1 and part 2 in the chat, so now it's actually on my main channel. I'm streaming from both channels, but right. So feel free, any other questions or comment. Let me know what's up, what's going on, what's popping. On TikTok, there's so many claims, weird claims. A lot of time you have videos with no source, sometimes there's no names. And I was gonna do a stream about it. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna rename the stream. Rename it so it's done and it's out of the way. Miracles. It's the title I wanted to. I was gonna do it, maybe tomorrow, maybe some other time, but now I'm like, okay, I'm in a good mood. I have time. Miracles, miracles. Boom. Title's been changed, and now I'm gonna look for the vid. Oh my goodness. Download. Damn, what title did I give it? It's okay. What title did I give it? On my auto computer? One moment. Okay, if I go there, maybe I'll find it. Oh, I'm not connected. What the heck? I thought I saved it. Hold on, let me look for it. Auto computer. Could have sworn I saved it. Now hold on. Download. It's not that one. Could have sworn I saved it. Well, I have to find the account. take the time. It's okay. Take me a minute, but hey. See, I guess next time when I want to address something, I may usually I do it straight away, but this time, I was just chilling. And through it, one moment. Shouldn't take me too long. Could have sworn I saved it. As a matter of fact. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, so okay, I have in the channel. Okay. Okay, good. There it is. Right. I can share it. Took me a while, I'm sorry, but all right, so you can see it. What's the date? Never mind. See what it says at the top? Blind eyes healed. Turn the sound off. You know what? Well, I don't know what type of music it would be, saying we don't even need the music. I think this is in Belgium. Look at this. This woman was born blind. Hold on. This woman was born blind from one eye. From one eye. Okay. I didn't even see that particular detail. So we prayed for her healing. And look at this. Look at this. You have to see it to believe it. Hold on. I want to read. I want to read. While we were praying for her, the family got touched and was surprised. The falsehood that you see. Look at this. Danny Williams was shaking my head. Now, on the TikTok app, I could see the date was July 5th, this month, turning into 120th Street over in Belgium. So you have in English at the top, and at the bottom is in French. So I'm going to read the English. Some people came to me. God sent them to come to, hold on. God sent them to come to what? To come to me. God sent them to come to us, sorry. They opened my eyes to see. Now here she says, they opened my eyes. But at the beginning it said that she was blind from one eye. Strange. Listen to what happened. My heart is open with the love of God. Were you born like that? I was born like this. But my eyes are open now. Now it says my eyes. Once she says my eyes. But at the beginning, you saw what was written, that she was born blind from one eye. At the end, the whole family decided what? Decided, well, obviously there's a mistake because he says decided, gave they life to Jesus. It doesn't say their life, he says their life. It doesn't, it says they instead of their, and it says life instead of, well, okay, you can say their life, but it's better to say their lives. But anyway, do you get the picture? Now, this thing, that's the main reason why people are Abrahamic, particularly Christian/Catholic, because the claim was made that people perform miracles. A claim was made that somebody died for us to save us, and he performed miracles. And he died and resurrected. A claim. We don't have the name of that lady. We have no way of verifying that she was indeed born either blind, period, or blind from one eye. I've been to church and people make testimonies and they make claims of miracles. And I mentioned it one time when I went live. We were at church and some visitors came in. That guy said that there was a person who had AIDS and he got healed. I remember very well, even though that was many years ago. My homie was sitting next to me. We looked at each other, smiling. And that I don't recall, but I think he may have asked me, "You believe him?" But when the guy at the church, the visitor at the church, talked about somebody who had AIDS and was healed, the church members were, "Oh, praise the Lord, praise Jesus," and you know all these things that they're saying. A claim, so easy to make. Same thing with the Exodus. That miracle of the sea parting in two and those people walking safe and then Pharaoh and his army dying. It's not historical. So some people can just go there, just make videos like that and claim that a miracle was performed by the grace of God. How many people are born blind? How many people are blind even though they are not born blind? But for a strange reason, all those blind people cannot be healed. Just like so many people that we have seen. They are at church. And there's allegedly some people who cannot walk, they are on a wheelchair, or they cannot move their hands, and they walk towards a pastor or preacher or whatever title you want to give to that person, and he prays and the person is healed. And worldwide there's thousands of people who have similar sickness, but they cannot be healed. It's fake. But some people believe that. Some people believe that. Make that make sense. That's the best some people can do, man. And with Pan-Africans, you can make claims too. We've seen that dude I told you about, a Pan-African so-called professor. They call him a professor. They cannot even tell you what degree he has. He's a professor of what field? Which university did he get his qualification as a professor? And he showed a drawing, a Nubian drawing, and he said this is a portrait of Prophet Muhammad, and it's done from the testimony of his companion. And then he said he has a painting of Prophet Muhammad when he was younger, and he said this is the methodology, the methodology that we call criminology. Make that make sense. And earlier, a person was live on TikTok. I joined the live stream, and a groupie of that guy, Fitz is in the place to be, he wrote Big Up Mile Forever. He repeated criminology. I'll leave it there. That's all it took. Okay, that's not all it took, but that's the main reason why so many people turn Abrahamic, particularly Christian/Catholic, all those denominations out of Christianity, because there were claims of miracles. Another big reason is the slavery and the wars. People didn't have that much choice. It was, you can get down or lay down. When we read those literature, those books, let's say the Bible, those people are Christians. So let's see what the Bible. How many miracles? Some of you may have heard about that story. Now I forgot if it's Isaiah, but there was one prophet, he had a showdown with some, quote unquote pagans, people who worship some, some idols or whatever. And there's a display with an altar, right? And he makes fun of them. Or maybe your God doesn't hear you, They're shouting, making noise, moving around, doing all things so their God can manifest themselves or himself. Now, what does he do on his altar? He puts water on his altar, and still, there's fire coming up, just like the burning bush, And people believe that. There is a guy I used to know, because when I used to go to church when I was a child, he was one of the, youth leader. And when I say leader, I don't mean like he was running the youth, but, responsible for the youth. Sometimes we may go to some places, most of the time it's at the church, so like a Saturday afternoon, So different activities and all that. He's a pastor now. But one time now, he spoke at the church and he said, Jesus went up the skies and thousands of people saw him. But people are going to say, oh no, they had bad vision, they had bad eyesight, or something happened. And people laugh. So a book says that somebody went up in the skies. Now, I'm not sure of the book. Probably the book says, thousands of people were there. So we're supposed to believe it just because it says so. Just like we're supposed to believe the Exodus and the sea parting in two and Pharaoh and his army dying in the water just because it says so. And we have a very clear, precise, and detailed chronology and history based on archaeological documents, steles, and all type of documents for ancient Egypt or Kemet, particularly during the lifetime of Moses, which is roughly 1500 BCE. They cannot even tell you when Moses lived. No records of Moses in ancient Egypt. No records of the Exodus, a pharaoh and his army dying under the water. But still, we have some people who claim to deal with science, people who claim to be scientists, who are pushing that falsehood as if it was historical. Some people know better. They have said it's folklore. They have said it. James Cameron. Has anybody seen his documentary? What was it called? Was it Exodus Decoded? Yes, the Exodus Decoded from 2006. I've seen it. I was like, oh my goodness. But anyway, feel free. Feel free. Anything you want to talk about, feel free. Donnie Williams, haven't seen it. You're not missing anything. But if you're bored, you can see it and hear the claims. My goodness. Trying to give explanation, about, like Pharaoh and the nobles dying, but not the Hebrews. You know what I'm saying? I remember. Now, people can correct me if I'm wrong, but it was like, Pharaoh and his army, the way they were sleeping, they had some beds, it's high, and if you had this type of gas, and maybe the gas, I forgot if he said it comes from some volcano or some gas, some events, and if you are basically higher up, it's just like if there's a fire, if a house is on fire, you know what they say, bend, get low, because the oxygen will be at the bottom. So it's something to that effect, and for the other so-called plagues, right, it's trying to give explanations about, so-called evidence. It's just, oh my goodness, it's just sad. It's just sad. Come on, feel free. Any comments, anything, feel free. If you want to get on the panel, feel free. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. Have you seen miracles? What miracles have you heard about? Some of you heard about miracles. Come on now. Whether it's in the church, whether it's in the street, you may have heard it from some friends. You may have heard it from some strangers. You may have heard it from some church members. Some of you heard about miracle claims. Come on now. Let me know. Let me know. I remember way before the live streams. During that time, I think message boards were not really that big. Some of you guys may remember the message boards, the forums. See, now we have, the social media, what I'm saying, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, MySpace is, not really popping like that, but, YouTube, one of the biggest, thing online to communicate or share, many videos and all that. But now the live stream is very big. I remember so many emails. Oh yeah, that person, this happened and whatever. And I remember one of them talking about a girl. She had lost her family, like her dad killed her whole family. So she's like, adopted or whatever, and she's taken to church and they show her a painting of Jesus. I think on the email it says picture of Jesus, but and they ask her, do you know who it is? And the girl said, yes, it's the one who saved me when daddy killed mommy, or when daddy killed my family. And then the message ends like, oh, praise the Lord, share this email to your friends, your family, and all that. We don't have the name of the girl. We don't even know if she really lost her family members. right? But I don't remember if I wrote that to the person who sent it to me, but I'm like, damn, she needs to speak, to those people who can make sketches, like when there's a crime committed, and we want to sketch to, to know how the person, what it looks like, what the person looks like, the person that's wanted, because that person have seen Jesus, so we can know what Jesus looks like. Now, this is not religious, but there were many emails sent. Oh, Microsoft offering a laptop. If you share it to 10 people, then you will get a free laptop. And there's some so-called conscious people who believe that and share this email. People just believe anything. Now, we all know about the urban legends, right? One of the biggest urban legend is Tommy Hilfiger, right? I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Hilfiger. Tommy Hilfiger, interviewed by Oprah Winfrey, and then he said something against black people, like something like to the effect of he doesn't want black people to wear his clothing. And then she kicked him out. No footage of that. How clever would he be to go on Oprah Winfrey show, one of the most watched show in the world, and say that he doesn't want black people to wear his clothing? Make that make sense. And that email has been shared over and over and over again, and many people believe that, right? Now, we've heard Gaga Goo Goo, and we've seen that he has groupies in America, in England, because in England we have many butt lickers, butt kissers, but we have butt lickers and butt kissers everywhere. In Asia, in Africa, in Europe, in America, North America, South America. But some people, all it takes is people from the US to make a claim, and they just roll with it. So Gaga Goo Goo scholarship, we've seen some groupies, we've heard some groupies, right? Now, some of you may not know what the Gaga Goo Goo scholarship is, right? Let's hear it.
Yeah, no, but it ain't the people, right? Let me help you out. I'm gonna help y'all out real fast in some language, and I know his audience is listening. Do you know the first language ever? Do you know the first language, either one of y'all?
Well, brothers and sisters, brace yourself. I don't know the first language ever. Apparently, he knows it. Let's listen.
Yes, baby language.
Baby language, right?
So baby language is a language now? All right, okay. If it's okay. Well, it's a language, we can learn it and we can speak it, right? Sounds pseudo, but it's okay.
Baby language is the first language. It's Gaga Goo Goo, like Lady Gaga, Gaga Goo Goo, baby speak. Who else speaks like that? Who else talks?
Ladies and gentlemen, guess who's in the chat? Here it is. Now, let me check if it's really him. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's see. It's him. Now, will you apologize for disrespecting me?
Bonjour, mon ami. How are you?
Bonjour, I'm fine. Will you apologize because you did disrespect me? You're not going to apologize?
No.
Okay, goodbye. Now, he wrote, "Come, show me Moses didn't split the sea." Then he wrote, "Easy challenge for such big clever man." Then he wrote, "Bro, there literally someone challenging you on your statement with 13.5k subs." And then he wrote, "Take that bait." I have shared a video recently, and probably he has seen that I shared it. This is the guy who came and talked about 5,000 chariots, evidence of 5,000 chariots in the sea. He wrote, "Come on, round two, just apologize. You disrespected me. You made fun of my name. You did disrespect me. Just apologize. We can talk. I did not disrespect you. I did not make fun of your name. You go by the username. You don't even go by a name. you know, that we can really identify you with, you know. And your friend came through and we had a nice talk. You know what I'm saying? You were even dancing. Come debate me. Did I or did my audience? Okay, all right. Okay, let me share the video. The only thing is that, hold on, I'm gonna go in order. Now, this guy talked about 5,000 chariots. This guy talked about the Ark of Covenant being found. The Ark of Covenant. Then they talked about the Shroud of Turin, which is like, you know, medieval time, nothing to do with the lifetime of Jesus, you know. And there's so many other weird things that they came up with. And here I am. Here I am. You did say you were going to address me. Didn't you delete the video? Didn't you delete the live stream? So here's a next up. I'm just going to look for the long video so I can show how disrespectful he was towards the end. But here, Jesus and Moses, any record during their lifetime, Donnie Williams, he's hurt. I can tell by the look in his eyes. He's hurt. He said some foolishness. He and his friend who lives in Saudi Arabia, they both said some major foolishness, but he doesn't manage to make the distinction between his belief, believing is not knowing, to believe is not to know, and history, right? And he's not the only one. There are many people like him, right? But him using the term evidence was funny. And he came back again. Will you apologize?
Bro, you're tripping.
Okay. I'm going to look. I just don't remember. Let me see. I think he may be on that one, actually. Hold on. Yeah. Show you how he was dancing and all that. Hold on. Okay, so here, gonna turn the volume, the background music off.
The city of Sodom and Gomorrah. These are not.
Hold on, he sent me a private message, but I'm not gonna read it. Now let me turn the background music off. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. Come again, please.
Which evidence?
If we are in the layout characters, will you look at our video? So if I say, I will not be able to make a.
I'm sorry, but this is a very stupid question. You don't need a PhD.
Okay. So if I say, listen, since you say it's a stupid question, if I send you a video, and it's some people who claim that this is Cinderella's house, right? And the Wizard of Oz and all these fictional characters, will you look at the video?
Of course, I will look at the video, but I will not believe it because it's fiction.
Well, the Exodus story is fiction.
And Nora is actually real. And
Moses is fiction.
That I sent you. Huh?
Moses is fiction. Here I am, Lord, is singing.
The rules that you're asking us, the rules that you're asking us to go by, to just believe stuff because somebody said it, you don't go by those rules for anything outside of your religious books.
I do. And all the ancient religion, they're basically fake.
Can't you accept the Cinderella story?
I'm going to fast forward, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. It's just so to find out, whatever he said. I don't remember exactly, but we're going to find out.
Story
Don't you based on real people. Already.
Shakira, do you believe in God?
But, oh, you heard? Now he's in the back chat. Look at him. You see? You see? So you heard yourself say Shakira, did you?
Did I forget that I said that 2 months ago?
Okay, so will you apologize?
Sorry. Accept my humble apologies.
I accept your apology. I accept your apology. Let's go. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's go now. Let's go.
Okay,
no, I made a mistake. You're on a panel. I made a mistake. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So okay,
Absolutely
feel free. Feel free.
So you said to me that there's no evidence that Moses split the sea.
No. There isn't
No.
any.
So,
No.
so you know the story. What evidence would it leave? You tell me, and then we'll go that way.
I don't have to
What
tell you what
evidence would it
evidence
leave?
he will leave. If there is evidence, we will know. We will know because do you know that people have been searching for
Have they?
years?
They found it. Do you want to look at it?
What have they?
Would
What have
you
they
want to
found?
look at it?
Let us know. Let
Would
us
you
know.
want
What
to
have they
look at
found?
it? So I'll just pull it up for you, mate. Maybe you can play
Okay.
it, and then when
Feel
presented
free.
with new
Feel free.
information, absolute pleasure. Let me just go.
It's
and
another
find-
another video. It's not an article, so it's not going to be a picture. It's going to be a video of claims, right? Okay.
No, video of the evidence. You can go there yourself. Why is that
The ch-
funny?
Because last
You
time you
tell me
did
why
that.
that's funny.
Well,
and
I
I'll
can
tell
tell you
you.
why. I can tell you why.
Here
You know,
you go.
and
Why don't you put it up, mate? There you go. And then we can go from that place because the Bible's like a map, mate. We can
you asked
go
me a question,
through that place.
and you don't even let me answer. You asked me a question, you don't even let me answer. You know, we have time. Trust me, I will definitely let you speak. You know, I'm
Let me
not.
go
type,
live
you know,
on my channel. I'll get you some more. I'll get you some people, mate.
Feel free. Feel free. So, I think maybe you forgot. You mentioned 5,000 chariots, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the video you shared, there was just one wheel.
There's multiple chariots down there.
Oh, okay, all right. Now, there's no PhD, to my knowledge, who said that this wheel comes from a chariot of Pharaoh or his army.
Not a problem. I mean, how you do that? Hang on, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. How you do that is the chariots for the Egyptians were 6-spoke and 4-spoke, and yet they were found all the way up in the exact location.
Okay. Now, do you remember that the video you shared?
So what does that? 2 seconds. What does that show? Does that show that an Egyptian chariot had traveled out of it all the way up to the exact location?
I don't know what location you're talking about, but do you remember that the video you shared?
The link's there if you want, mate. The link's there. You could look again, and then you could proceed through the route to link up all the biblical places. So it's like a map. It goes from one to the other to the other.
Let me ask you: Have you shared already? Well, hold on. Have you shared already on your stream? Are you streaming
you're
now?
live, mate. Smile.
Well, peace, greetings to everybody. I do not believe in the Exodus story. I've spoken with you don't need to congratulate me for that. Here I am, Lord send me, and we spoke before. And also, please remind me the name of your partner who lives in Saudi Arabia. I forgot his name.
He doesn't live there anymore. Mutaz.
Okay. Mutaz. Okay. He okay. Is he in Europe now? I don't need to know the exact country.
I can't tell you where he is. We just keep.
Okay, fine. No problem. No problem. No problem. It's okay.
I'm jealous, basically.
Come again, please.
I'm jealous. We got him out of the country, and he's very happy that people were after him because Islam tries to murder people.
I don't think that a religion tried to murder people, but I understand what you mean. Now, Christians did kill many people and enslave many people, but that being said, I'm
not taught in the Bible. That's not taught in the Bible. You understand that?
Slavery is taught in the Bible, you know.
Is it?
And
yes, you describe slavery by definition. Slavery from the Bible.
A person owning another person, you know.
And how do they come to own that person?
Oh, you tell me. But that's in the Bible. For example, you know about.
I'll tell you. You've asked me to tell you. That person sells themselves into slavery for 7 years under specific rules. So it's basically
Okay. Now,
did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. Now, Abraham, right?
So read the Bible.
I read it. You know, because what you said.
Let's stick to Moses. Let's not go around like children. Let's stick to Moses. You don't believe the story. You want someone.
It's not like children, but I just wanted to say for the record, right? If I was to ask you where does it say that they sold themselves for 7 years, I don't think you'll be able to tell me. And we have Abraham, right?
I can go to the book right now.
Well, feel free, but I doubt you will be able to give me the chapter and the verse.
Yeah, I'll give you slavery in the Bible. I think it's slavery Exodus 21.
Okay, feel free. Now,
It's all right. We'll stick to that. Right. No, stop running around. Let's stop running around. You've already run off Moses, so don't run. Don't run. Don't go anywhere.
Does it look like I'm running to you?
Into the link.
So
this is the
Abraham.
Do you want to pull that link up for your 2 audience members listening?
Okay. All right.
And we can go through it, and you can tell me how horrible slavery is in the Bible.
I'm going to share the link in the chat.
No, just put it up on the screen.
I will. Chill. So here's the link in the chat. He sent it to me on a private chat. So now I'm sharing it in the chat. So I'm sharing on both channels. I'm streaming on both channels. So it's there. And now I'm going to put it on the screen. Okay. So this is Exodus 21 ESV. What's the name of the woman? They call her Hagar.
There.
But that's the Arabs who call it her. What's the name again? The one that Sarah said, okay, go with her. The mother of Ishmael.
Is this got anything to do with what we're looking at?
Yes, it does. Yes.
Okay, so should we just read the text? This text.
Yeah, I will. I will. I have time. I will.
So I'm just going to listen to you, and then we're going to focus on this. So when you finish talking, we can go here. Can you read in English? I can read it for you.
You know damn well I can read in English.
Do you want me to read? If you put it forward,
I will. Well, actually, it's Hagar. So Sarah told Abraham, "You can go with her." Right? We didn't hear that she sold herself, that she had a say. You know what I'm saying? And he went and had sex with her and had a child with her. But anyway, I'm going to read that thing here. I'm sorry?
Is that relevant to this story? Because this is what slavery is in the Bible. Laws about slaves. You read it now.
Does it say in the Bible?
No, this is the Bible. Just read this one.
Yes, I'm going to read it. I just have a question before I read it.
Laws about slaves. Take your time, Habibi.
I will. Now, does it say...
Does it read the text? What the text is? Bro, I'm not going into that. Stop running around. You're worse than a Muslim. Like pinning jello to the thing.
I'm telling you that I'm not running.
Matt, bro, listen to me. In a debate, when you ask multiple questions and you don't answer any of them, just go to the text. This is laws about slavery. It's all there. Take your time.
Okay. Which verse? Which verse do you want me to
read the whole thing, bro? Just read the whole thing.
No, you don't want me to read the whole chapter. Come on now.
Yeah, why not? Put it in context. Just start at the top and end at the bottom.
Okay, the first paragraph, right?
Read the first paragraph.
Okay, good. This is Exodus chapter 21. Okay. Now, these are the rules that you shall set before them. When you buy a Hebrew slave, he shall serve 6 years, and in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing. If he comes in single, he shall go out single. If he comes in married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master gives him a wife and she bears him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her master's, and he shall go out alone. But if the slave plainly says, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will go out free. I will not go out free. Yes, indeed, I made a mistake. I will not go out free. Then his master shall bring him to God, and he shall bring him to the door or the doorpost. And his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall be his slave forever. Then my channel is mad forever, and here we are told about he shall be his slave forever. So according to the Bible, a person shall be a slave forever. That being said,
2 seconds, it's talking about his master giving him a wife. So that's his own offspring being married to someone that's gone into voluntary slaving. And when he sells himself, he takes the money. He's not owned by anyone previously. So if someone decides to go work for someone, bring the text up. We'll go through how beautiful it is. If in the text, what this is saying is if someone chooses to serve a master and his master gives him his own daughter, he will be paid for 6 years. If he loves his daughter and loves his master, he'll stay with them. And do you think that's quite beautiful that the slave owner would, send his own daughter to his slave? And his slave has said, these are the agreements. This is how much I cost to work for you for 6 years. And we can go later on, but let's just stick to this one. So his master's giving his own daughter and he's accepting him. He's saying, you're worth it. I think I'm worth this much. And he works for him for 6 years. So is that what we call employment? Or is that slavery? I think you've got mixed words.
The Bible says slave. Don't change the words of the Bible, right?
Okay,
now hold on. You spoke for a while. I've listened to you, right? I was on mute. Can I speak?
You go for it. Stick on this verse. Let's go for it.
Thank you. So we are not told that Hagar sold herself. We are not told that it. Are we told that she sold herself? You see, you're running from the question.
I'm not. I'm sticking to this text.
Okay. Well, okay. We can stick to the text. We did. Have we been told that Hagar sold herself? Have we been told that it was for 7 years? What happened when Sarah was not happy about Hagar? She complained to Abraham and he said, oh, she's your slave. Do whatever you want with her. And she kicked him out. Feel free to speak.
Cool. Was that about this text or not?
It was about the Bible.
Okay, so we're talking about this text here.
Yeah,
we're
but
just talking about
this text in the Bible.
We were talking about just Moses.
Rape is allowed in the Bible. We can go back to Moses. Feel free.
No. We're looking at this text. Like, this is what you do when you're having a discussion. Can you give me your thoughts on the definition of slavery here?
I don't have to give source for the definition of slavery.
Your thoughts. Is this how does this sound like what you think slavery is?
This is slavery, yes.
Okay, but is what's being practiced
and you see here, and he shall be his slave forever.
Okay, now, change the word slave for employee because he's being paid and he's living with his master he loves, his child who is the daughter of his master and his child.
Okay.
Does that sound pretty cushy?
Are you aware that the Bible talks about war?
I'm aware of this text. Right now,
but that's not. This is one text in the Bible. It talks about war, and when there's war, the people can get the woman, can rape, can kill, right, and enslave, right. But anyway, let's talk about
just this text. We can just this text. We can go all day. We've got a long time. We'll go to Moses, and then you can ask a question because you were talking that Moses didn't exist. You've avoided that one. You muted that. You're muted. Matt, you're muted. Can't hear you, mate. I've tried to talk to this guy before, and it's just, and his strongest evidence is pieces of paper. We went live with him.
No.
Now I can hear you. Okay, now I can hear his evidence.
But I don't know why.
Don't worry. Maybe. So, is this comparable to what you think slavery is in the world's definition as towards the Bible's?
The Bible. Now, Moses, I said, and I repeat, there is not a single document that mentions his name during his lifetime, just like with Jesus Christ. So,
but you only, to my audience, you only accept pieces of paper as evidence. That was the whole. Me and Mutaz were running around you.
It's not just paper. It can be a statue. Writing's not only on paper. You know, like I told you last time.
Could it be the chariots underneath the sea? Could it be the rock split in Horez? where the water came out of, and could it be the mountain set on fire? Those chain, they're all there.
Are you saying that we have writing? Are you saying that we have writing on the chariots?
Writing's paper. We have the Bible, but I wouldn't accept the Bible without evidence.
Which paper?
I came to forget paper, bro. I can write a story.
You said this paper, so I'm asking you, what paper are you talking about?
No, forget paper. It's stupid. Unless it's backed up by evidence, it's fiction. I'm telling you that the stories that you're criticizing are absolutely empirically testable from many directions.
Okay, so what we have is the Exodus.
Cool. So we would have where they went through, it describes their direction. They went through a wadi, it's called. It shows their direction. Then they went onto a beachfront, which was large enough to hold 2 million Jews.
What's the evidence of that? You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
Go to the link and look.
No, but hold on. I'm just going to show you
something.
Little
screen as you're talking, and then you go.
No, but we have time. I don't know why you're in a rush. You know, you seem to be scared.
I'm not rushing.
I have already shown.
Bro, it's 11 o'clock. You can show paper. You can show.
You know what's amazing? You know what's amazing is that I'm barely saying a sentence, right now. And you are cutting me off, right? Now, Joyce Tinsley, she's from your country, right? She's a PhD.
Great. I'm just gonna go get something.
And she said, okay, well, he's not interested in what I'm saying, but we have other people listening. I've already shown Dr. Joyce Tinsley, PhD, who have said. So he's comparing a PhD with an elephant. She's from Manchester University.
It's an English idiom. It's a woman's opinion on paper. You can just pull up the archaeological evidence.
But she's a PhD. You see, she's qualified when it comes to history, right?
Bro.
Oh, she's not qualified when it comes to history? Is that what you're saying?
Bro, you're avoiding the elephant in the room. There's literally a video you can play side by side to show the evidence, but you're not. You're going to a woman who's written a book.
No, I deal with articles, you know, because everybody can deal with videos. We have already seen your video with one wheel, but you started saying you started saying 5,000 chariots. Now let me tell you that she has said.
The video, bro?
Listen,
I don't care what she said.
Can you at least let me finish the sentence?
No, because it's literally.
Oh no! Okay. So you don't want me to finish the sentence, right?
I want you to show the evidence. Then it would refute that woman.
Listen, show me the article, not the video. We went through your video already with one wheel, so there is no writing at all. So she has said that in the Middle Kingdom, there were between 3 to 4 million people in Egypt. How can there have been 2 million Jews? Where do you get that from? Now, Sheffrin is in the place to be. He wrote, show proof, right? And he wrote, this guy isn't presenting. And well, no, that's Scribe who said this guy isn't presenting anything. And well, if you have something to present, then come on the panel and feel free, right? Now, Sheffrin says this guy can't have a conversation. And he wrote, the childish disrespect. That's what he's saying about your behavior. Right?
I don't care.
So feel free to speak now. Oh, okay. Feel free to speak now.
Is it childish?
Do you have any article?
Is it childish to compare a woman's opinion written down and a human's opinion?
It's a PhD. She is a human. Are you listening to yourself? He says compare a woman's opinion and a human opinion. So women are not human. Are you listening to yourself?
You said I can talk. You're comparing a woman's writing 3,500 years later compared to a book that's just writing according to you, that I'm saying to you, like Cabby does, it's there in the private description. You can show it and it will refute the evidence. Look, right here, I'm going to send it again just for you. It's called the Bible. And so if the Bible's true,
what's the date? What's the date of your Bible?
What's the 1611.
1611.
I read the King James Bible.
So
instead of attacking me, Instead of attacking paper, go and attack the evidence. It's right there.
Okay, the Bible is not evidence; it's a book. You said 16th
The evidence
century.
backs it up, bro. You are so pathetic. You're saying
Okay,
I'm
fine.
acting like a child, but your behavior not going to the primary source.
I read a comment.
Is pathetic.
I
Pathetic.
read a comment talking about your childish behavior. I did not say
don't care.
that you are behaving like a child.
Which is
Don't
more
lie,
important?
please.
My childish
The Bible
behavior,
says,
nothing
"Thou
to-
shalt not lie." Now, check this out.
And
You
am
said
I lying?
16th century, so you
Go
have
and-
lied. But it's okay.
Go and show the evidence.
16th I cannot even get one sentence out. You said 16th century, which means that it is about 2,000 years after the lifetime of Moses. What's the lifetime of Moses? Can you tell us? When was it?
6,000 years ago.
6,000 years
That's
ago?
it.
You're dead
Yeah.
wrong. You are dead wrong. Because 6,000 years ago, that's 4,000 BC. Okay?
I think, yeah.
So that's definitely not
Abraham's
the
4,000.
lifetime of Moses.
6,000, yeah, it is Moses, the law.
So you have all heard that he's dating Moses to 4,000 BC. Make that make sense. If Moses existed, that would be somewhere around 1500 BC, between 1500 to 200.
BC. Yeah, with the 2,000 years. Cool, great. I'm fallible. Congratulations. You win that point. Do you want to show the evidence now?
Say, gentlemen, can I interject for a second, please?
Of course you can, mate.
I have some questions regarding Moses.
Why don't we show the
now,
evidence so we can look at it?
Well,
Because
do-
it's a
do you have
video, it's not
evidence?
an article.
What's wrong with the video? All you talk about is paper, bro. It's
Listen,
pathetic.
calm down.
Your channel
Don't
is
scream.
no,
Listen.
it's ridiculous.
Don't
It's
scream.
actually
Listen.
childish. This is why
You-
we were mocking you and calling you Shakira, because you put on this attitude of bravery.
Okay. Go ahead, the fight doctor, feel free. He said Shakira again. That's why I put him out. I'm not disrespecting him towards his name and all that, but he's just, being himself as usual. Go ahead, the fight doctor, feel free.
Well,
We can't
what's
hear
wrong,
you.
brother?
Hear
How you
him
doing?
so send me. You can apologize in the chat and then I can put you back on. Go ahead, fight doctor.
Well, so he wants to talk about the evidence of the Bible and he wants to talk about Moses, but there's some questions that need to be answered there. First of all, do you have any evidence that your biblical Moses ever lived? That's the first hurdle you need to get over. Then, above and beyond that, exactly what is the Bible, right? Because from what I understand, the Bible is the word of God as it was revealed to God's prophets. Well, none of them would have spoke English. So what you have in front of you is not, in fact, the Bible. It is somebody's quote unquote interpretation. And then above and beyond that, where's the source material? Where is the original source material? If the Bible was written in Hebrew, or if the Old Testament was written in Hebrew, then where are the source documents? Where are the original documents? Where is the Bible? Where is Hebrew attested prior to 1000 BC? And if there's no Hebrew writings, there are no Hebrew documents prior to 1000 BC, then how is your Bible written in Hebrew? How does that work? So these are questions you have to answer before you can even begin to talk about, what the Bible says. You have to prove that there was a Moses. You have to prove that the Bible, you have to prove that the original documents even exist. You have a mountain of evidence that you need to support before you can even make some of these arguments. So it's ridiculous. It's stupid. Just stop smoking the crack. I'll put it that way. Stop smoking the crack.
Now, let me see if he's still streaming. Hold on, here I am. So his title is Debate Me on Moses Spitting the Sea. He's still streaming. And okay, fine. Now he has 16 people watching. Okay, good. Now, here we have Scribe, who wrote Moses Messes, right? So, Scribe, do you want to get on the panel? Are you claiming that this is the biblical Moses? Because, like I said, there is not a single document that mentions Moses during his lifetime. Just like there isn't a single document that mentions Jesus during his lifetime. But we have many people who lived before Jesus and before Moses, and we have their names on more than one document. So there is no record of the Exodus, the biblical Exodus. Now, Scribe wrote that name is common in the New Kingdom. Scribe. So are you saying that this is the biblical Moses?
That begs the question: why does the Hebrew prophet Moses have an Egyptian name? Okay, can somebody answer that question? Because that seems highly suspicious to me.
They would say it was Pharaoh's daughter who named him. You know what I'm saying? But then again, there is no record of Moses. There is no record of the Exodus. And when I say record, I'm talking about during the lifetime of these events. In Egypt or elsewhere, because Egypt used to be in contact with foreign nations, nobody wrote, oh, there's 2 million Jews who left Egypt and Pharaoh and his army died in the water. It's not historical. It is folklore. Now, Scribe wrote, the Hebrew Bible has Egyptian loan words. It is what it is. You see, and I'm glad. Thank you, Scribe. Because once again, I'm asking Scribe, are you saying that this is the biblical Moses? So are you saying that?
I have a question for Scribe. Can you tell us when was the Hebrew Bible written? And more importantly, who wrote it?
Now, let me share the link if somebody wants to get on the panel. It's a shame because, you know, that dude, you know, here I am, Lord, send me. You heard he called me Shakira again. That's why I put him off. If you disagree with me, it's fine. You know, there's many people that disagree with me and I have many discussions with them. You know, we can dialogue even if we disagree. But it's amazing that there's over 1 billion Christians and we just asking you, is there any record of Moses during his lifetime? Right? Can you show us evidence of the Exodus? And you cannot show us anything. That dude was there earlier. He likes to share videos. Now, he shared a video from a dude. What was his name again? That they try to say he was an archaeologist. And even, I'm going to tell you his name. I'll tell you his name. Hold on. I'm going to tell you his name. I won't be long. Going to the video. Ronald Wyatt. Ronald Wyatt. Let me show you all. See, a lot of you guys don't know what history is. Now, Ron Wyatt. Ron Wyatt. Hold on. How do you spell it? W-Y-A-T-T. So, Ron Wyatt. Wikipedia. Ronald Eldon Wyatt. Ronald Eldon Wyatt. There it is. Now I'm sharing the link in the chat. Know Yourself wrote he's not only being childish, he's also being condescending, disrespectful. He called me Shakira. If I agreed with him, he wouldn't call me that, right? If he had evidence, he wouldn't call me that. But he is weak and he is afraid. He's not the only one. Here is a link. He shared a video from that guy, Ron Wyatt. Now let's see what he says about him on Wikipedia, the people's favorite. Ronald Eldon Wyatt, June 2nd, 1933 to August 4, 1999, was an American nurse anesthetist and amateur archaeologist who claimed to have made almost 100, is it sharing properly? Yes. 100 biblical archaeology discoveries. One of his more notable claims is the supposed landing place of Noah's Ark at the Durupinar site. Wyatt's claims have been described as fraudulent in the category of trash, which one finds tabloids such as the National Enquirer and being criticized by scientists, historians, biblical scholars, and some creationists, and are not considered credible by professional archaeologists and biblical scholars. Even biblical scholars reject this guy. And in the video, he started off saying 5,000 chariots, and he showed, the video shows one wheel. Scribe wrote, Ron Wyatt, Douglas Petrovich, or David Rawls' work was useless to me. I don't recommend them. Scribe, or anybody else, if you want to get on the panel, then feel free. Scribe, do you believe the Exodus happened? Do you believe that there were so many Jewish people who left Egypt? Look, Scribe wrote Ron Wyatt book, trash. Okay, so Scribe, maybe you're not a follower of that dude was on the panel earlier. It's always better when people get on the panel, but hey, you know, I understand some people prefer to be in the chat. So
no, he can answer some of these questions from the chat. Okay, so I still want to know, when was the Hebrew Bible written? Or to be more specific, the first 5 books of the Bible, the so-called Torah. When was it written and who wrote it? 2 simple questions. When was it written and who wrote it?
I don't think they will have an answer. And since there's no original, it's going to be difficult to know. But it's a shame, because even if we disagree, we can have normal, respectful dialogue, which is something that this other guy, that Christian apologists, don't know how to do. Now, for those who don't know, that guy was in the panel earlier who mislabeled me on purpose out of frustration. He talked about the Shroud of Turin as evidence for Jesus. Let me show you all what it says about the Shroud of Turin. So not only does that guy, Ron Wyatt, you know, who's criticized even by biblical scholars. Let's see the Shroud of Turin. Hey, this is a guy. Okay. Hey, how you doing? You are Israel Doctrine, right?
Peace. That's me. Want to know?
Peace. Okay. I just have one question for you. Check this out. This is 32 seconds.
One day I see him. He got his daughter, 3 or 4 years old, sitting on his lap with her legs spread open on the internet. And you talking about pedophilia, the HOK pedophilia. That's when I saw it. I said, yeah, nigga, you need to take your daughter off your lap, nigga. Why is she sitting like that, spread eagle like that on your lap? So I knew that shit would hurt him. And it did, goddammit. That was a home run hit.
So Sarnetta said, spread eagle regarding a 3-4-year-old child. Israel Doctrine. Do you criticize this statement from Sarnetta, who is over 60?
Number one, I didn't know nothing about it. First time ever seeing it. And being get caught out here, that's a sound bite. I don't know where the sound bite come from, what led to it, what he seen, who he talking about. None of that.
Okay, so you don't criticize it, do you? Yes or no?
I don't criticize. I don't know.
Okay, goodbye, sir. Goodbye. Okay, now let me just show the shrine of Shireen. the Shroud of Turin. Now, see, people have the right to support Sa Neter. They have the right to be friends with him. But he's on tape speaking sexually about a 3-4-year-old girl, right? You know, so I'm just asking people, you know, I don't guess, right? And if people don't criticize a 60-year-old man speaking sexually publicly live on air on his own channel about a child, speaking sexually about a child, I'm like, all right, it is what it is. But I don't deal with that, you know. That's just me, you know. Now, Shroud of Turin, right? Scientific analysis. I don't want to be too long with this, but it gives you a date. Medieval. Okay, you know what? I'm going to look for Britannica. Don't want to spend too much time reading. Britannica. There it is. And hopefully, is it sharing? Yes. Hopefully, we have a date. Oh, hold on. I showed it already, but you know. Now, it's from medieval time, to make the long story short, but I want to show it. You know, I don't want people to think that I'm making that up. Now, what's interesting is here, and I'm going to share a link in the chat. So this is a Britannica Encyclopedia. Here's the link. Here. And it says the shroud first emerged historically in 1354. Right? And then I want to see the analysis. There it is. In 1988, the Vatican provided 3 laboratories in different countries with postage stamp-sized pieces of the shroud's linen cloth. Having subjected these samples to carbon-14 dating, all 3 laboratories concluded that the cloth of the shroud had been made sometimes between 1260 and 1390. There it is. Now, feel free to fight, Doctor.
Yeah, so the Shroud of Turin, that's for clowns. That, I mean, it's so obvious that it's fraudulent that, you know, it's almost criminal to think otherwise. But I mean, where religion is concerned, and the problem with religion, the problem with faith in general, is that it requires the sacrifice of reason and logic at the altar of faith. So we can have things like the Shroud of Turin and people believing that this is the burial cloth of Jesus, as if something, a piece of cloth would survive intact for 2,000 years. It's crazy. It's stupid. So, you know, listen, as far as the scribe is concerned, you made this claim that Moses wrote the first 5 books of the Bible in the 13th century. Where's your evidence, sir? Where's your evidence? I challenge you to produce just one document written in Hebrew, if in fact the Bible was written in Hebrew. I challenge you to produce just one document written in Hebrew that dates back to the 13th century. Just one, sir. Just one. It doesn't even have to be the Bible. Any document written in Hebrew that dates back to the 13th century. Can you do that? Can you do that? I think not, because it doesn't exist, because in the 13th century, there was no Hebrew language. So if you're going to claim that Moses wrote the Bible, in what language did he write it? Because it damn sure wasn't Hebrew. Was it Egyptian? Because if it were, then that begs a bunch of questions. Why is the Jewish prophet, the Hebrew prophet, writing his holy book in Hebrew, in the ancient Egyptian language? Why is that? So yeah, you need to answer some of these questions, dude. It's not enough that you just make these proclamations. We need to see evidence, something other than what you type on the screen.
And check this out, the fact doctor. Now, Scribe in the chat wrote, Moses wrote the first 5 books in the 13th century BC, just like the fact doctor read. And then he added the Exodus place names are in New Kingdom administrative text. The Exodus place names. Are you sure? Now, you wrote plural, right? Now, the reason why people believe that the Pharaoh of the Exodus was Ramesses is because in the Bible, there's a mention of, I think in the Bible, it says something like P. Ramesses, one place or something like that. But anyway, the Bible says Pharaoh, at least in English, and this is not a name, this is a title. So according to the Bible, we don't even know which Pharaoh it was. Now, if Moses wrote the first 5 books, I have shared this link to Deuteronomy chapter 34, verses 5 to 7. And here is what it says. This is the Bible. I didn't make that up. So Moses, the eternal servant, died there in the land of Moab, just as the Eternal had said. He buried him in a valley in the land of Moab, opposite Beth Peor, but to this day no one knows where his grave is. Moses was 120 years old when he died, but his eyesight hadn't failed and his strength hadn't diminished. Now, we're going to double check, but I'm pretty confident that the book of Deuteronomy is one of the first 5 books, right? So
yeah, can I add something?
It is indeed one of them. Yeah, just before that, I just want to say, how can somebody write a book and he describes his own death and his own burial? It's impossible. Feel free to fight, doctor.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to add, I think Moses is quite the amazing guy that he could write about his own death, and then even above and beyond that, he could write about where he was buried after the fact. So,
this is amazing.
That's quite amazing.
Yeah,
I think there's probably a record somewhere, a record book somewhere, where this should be written and recorded until it's broken. Until somebody else comes along and does something. Writes about, where they died and where they were buried and what they were wearing when they were buried. So yeah, that's quite the feat.
Now, Scribe, you wrote.
I would love for Scribe to explain how does Moses record his burial in a book that he wrote. I mean, if he would like to come and explain exactly how this happened, I would love to hear the explanation. Love to hear it.
I would love to hear it as well, but I don't think he has an explanation, you see. Now, Scribe wrote, I'm not like the average. That's why I don't jump. You don't jump because you are scared like many people, right? And many people are scared and it's fine. But don't put, I'm not like the average. To me, you are like the average. I'm sorry. And when I say the average, I don't mean as a human, but I'm talking about the average people who claim that these theological stories are historical, because there's one example. Just before Scribe wrote that, he's not the average, and that's why he don't jump. That's why he wrote that Moses wrote the first 5 books, right? Because once again, I have read it, I have shown it. This is the Bible. It says that Moses died. Who in history wrote, I died and I was buried in such and such place? I was so many years old. You see, Moses was 120 years old. How can he die and write? Moses was 120 years old. Why does he say Moses? Why doesn't he say I was?
Right.
But anyway, it's all good. It's all good.
He's writing
The
about
Exodus story
his own death and burial in the third person.
and burial
Amazing.
in the third person. Amazing. In the third person. But we don't have a single document that mentions his name during his lifetime. We don't even know which Pharaoh ruled when he was alive, if he was alive. As a matter of fact, we don't even know when Moses lived. Now, you heard earlier, and people can make mistakes. It's okay. You know, I don't see it as a victory. I made mistakes before, right? But he said 4,000 BC. He said that it was 6,000 years ago for Moses. You know, I think 6,000 years ago, 4,000 BC is more Abraham lifetime. You know, I think so. You know, but anyway. Now, Know Yourself wrote, you know the answer to that. God told him ahead of time and told him to write in the third person. But the thing is that if God would have told him ahead of time, he will write, I will die. God said that I will die. But the thing is that what we read says he died. He's speaking in the past. That's what it says here. Moses, the eternal servant, died there in the land of Moab. And the eternal, buried him in a valley.
So wait,
in the land of Moab.
Who buried Moses? Did God bury Moses?
God. That's what it says here. The eternal, that's basically God. So yeah.
God is now the undertaker.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but you know, here, this is not a part of the Bible, but this is a title or subtitle, or however you want to call it. It says, God himself buried Moses with no grave and no monument that the Israelites could use to create another idol for worship. So he was so worthy that he did not even have a grave. And what does the story say? Is it Moses who which prophet of the Bible, you know, hit the rock, you know, for the water, and because he hit it again, that was Moses. He went through all this trauma, all this trouble, and because he hit the rock twice, at least more than once, God said, well, you will not see that promised land. And that's something. And that, let me look for that passage. Moses will not see the promised land. So we have Deuteronomy chapter 3, verses 23 to, well, actually, hold on. Okay, let me just show it. I don't have to share the link in the chat. I can just show it. So this is, of course, the Bible Gateway. So here we have Deuteronomy chapter 3, verse 23. And then we have well, it's funny because it looks like 7-11, but anyway, let's read this. And I pleaded with the Lord at that time, saying, O Lord God, you have only begun to show your servant your greatness and your mighty hand. For what God is there in heaven or on earth? You know what? I want to read the part where he says stuff. I want to read the whole thing. Not see. You know, hold on. right, let me look for the actual part. Hold on.
Say Shaka.
Yes.
Yeah, I got to jump off, man. I just wanted to hop on for a few minutes and,
I appreciate that. It's been a long time.
Run some. Yeah, it has been much too long. So I'll definitely get back on the next opportunity, and it won't be a long time, I promise.
Oh, no problem. Oh, let me ask you if you are you subscribed to my second channel?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay, thank you. Now, everybody, please subscribe to my second channel because sometimes I live stream over there only. You have the link in the chat right there. Okay. That was our brother, Fight Doctor. Now, know yourself. Wrote, I'm agreeing with you, my forever. Let me still find that part. And if somebody wants to get on the panel, you do have the link. But to get on the panel, you need to have a webcam because I live in the real world. Otherwise, you can participate in the chat. Feel free. So, what's the actual part? Deuteronomy 32. Let's see. Deuteronomy 32. And what verse does it give us? 51. Okay. So. Okay, there it is. So let me share the screen. So as you can see, the Bible Gateway, Deuteronomy 32. And I'm moving to chapter 48. I said chapter, verse 48. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 32. And then I'm going to verse. Chapter 32, verse 48. Seek and you shall find. The Eternal spoke to Moses on that same day. Climb to the top of Mount Nebo, one of the Abarim mountains here in the land of Moab, across the Jordan River from Jericho, and look at the land of Canaan, which I'm giving to the people of Israel as their property. He gave a whole land of people. He gave a whole land to people as property. But anyway, just as Aaron died when he climbed Mount Hor and joined his ancestors in death, you'll die on top of the mountain you climb and join your ancestors in death. This is because you and Aaron disobeyed me in front of all the Israelites at Meribah Kadesh in the wilderness of Zin, when you struck the rock instead of commanding it to give water. You did not honor me, your holy God, as if you could ignore my instructions if you wanted to in front of all the Israelites. So you can look at this land from a distance, but you can't go into it. This land I'm giving to the Israelites. Now, I want to find the part where it talks about the actual hitting of the rock. There's nobody on the panel, and there's no comment that I can reply to. So Moses hit rock for water. Okay, Numbers. Okay. There it is. So, still Bible Gateway, Book of Numbers, chapter 20, verses 10 to 13. Moses strikes the rock. Then Moses and Aaron gathered the assembly together before the rock, and he said to them, "Hear now, you rebels, shall we bring water for you out of this rock?" And Moses lifted up his hand and struck the rock with his staff twice, and water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and their livestock. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, because you did not believe in me to uphold me as holy in the eyes of the people of Israel, therefore you shall not bring this assembly into the land that I have given them. These are the waters of Meribah, where the people of Israel quarreled with the Lord, and through them he showed himself holy. So just because Moses hit a rock twice after all the drama and trouble and pain of the journey through the desert, the plagues, walking between the water, parting in two, or sea, Red Sea, whatever you want to call it. All the golden calf, all the people that Moses killed because of the golden calf, right? Now, Aaron is the one who made that golden calf, but he wasn't killed. But anyway, because he hit a rock twice, he was told, you will not see the promised land. And that's something. Now, since we were talking about the book of Deuteronomy, hold on. You can see that this is, oh, it's not sharing. There it is. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22. And if we go to verse 28, it says, if a man meets a virgin who is not betrothed and seizes her and lies with her, and they are found, then the man who lay with her shall give to the father of the young woman 50 shekels of silver, and he shall be his wife because he has violated her. He may not divorce her all his days. Now, let's go to the New International Translation, which is the one by default when you go on the Bible Gateway, right? For those who wonder what the KJV says, it says, lay hold on her and lie with her. I think it's tafas in Hebrew. But if you go to the standard version, NIV, New International Version, well, you can see that it says, if a man happens to meet a virgin who is not pledged to be married and rapes her. And there are many different versions that use the word rape, because that's what it is. Andrew Byrne is in the place to be. So, is there anybody who want to comment or explain why rape is allowed in the Bible? We'll wait and see. But we can talk about anything else, it's just a quick question, And you can see that Christians are scared. They are. It is what it is. Andra. It's loading. Okay, let's wait till this finish, but it's loading right now. Let's see now. Oh, there it is. How you doing, Sis Andra? Can you hear me? Oh, it looks like it's frozen. Okay. Let me make sure that my sound works.
His strongest.
Oh, it looks like he's frozen. Okay.
Yeah, my sound works. You are frozen. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, I have a typo. Thank you, Danny Williams. Sound is good. Okay, I meant to write frozen. I put a G instead of a F. Christians, where are you? Now, anything you want to talk about, feel free. Even though the title says miracles, initially the title was, what do you want to talk about? So, Christians, I didn't know you were that weak for real. And Andrea is back. The followers of that dude who came earlier, and I don't want to say his name like that. I don't want to give him, advertisement because he's disrespectful. Now, here, Israel Doctrine wrote, so you ever going to talk to me now? If you cannot criticize an adult speaking sexually about a child publicly, I'll pass. You cannot hate me or dislike me for that. He's back. So, are you criticizing him speaking sexually about a child? Yes or no?
Brother, do you know who I am?
I know that you participate in this channel, but my question is simple. Do you condemn not him as a person, but at least what he said? He spoke sexually about a child publicly live on air.
May I speak? Because I don't
Feel
want to
free.
be. Now, pederasty, pedophilia is something I've been dealing with personally for 8 years. So if you know anything about me, asking me anything about people talking about children or doing stuff to children is something I'm willing to talk about. But as I said, you played me a sound bite. I couldn't even ask a question: who, what, when, where, why? Because if
it's okay. Feel free to ask him what he meant, because you asked me if I know who you were. I heard of you. I even also heard about you talking about children or whatever, but that being said, Sanetta stood on that. He didn't say it once. He didn't speak sexually about a 3-year-old girl publicly live on air once. He did that several times, and he said that he stands on that, you see? So I understand you want to have context. Feel free. Maybe you have his phone number. You can call him, You can even put him on speakerphone, and he will confirm live on air. No, I'm not fearing talking to you. You cannot condemn an adult speaking sexually about a child. So I pass. I have the right to, right? I'm not disrespecting you. I'm not lying on you. You're not the only one. Many other people give Sanetta a pass for speaking sexually about a child. Jabari Osase does as well. The Shrine of Isifet that people call the Shrine of Ma'at, they do as well. You're not the only one. Smash Rockwell also give him a pass. Bobby Banger also give him a pass. Many people give him a pass. So you're not the only one. It's cool. It is what it is. Sister Andrea, feel free to speak.
Yeah, I was just calling. I was listening to when you had that "Here I Am, Lord" person on there, and
yes,
he changed. Okay, so when he was talking about being sold into slavery and all this stuff, he changed a word from if the master gives you a wife, he changed that word wife to daughter. It didn't say daughter. It said if your master gives you a wife and you have children with her, that wife and those children, if you decide to leave, that wife and those children stay with the master. You can go on your own. But he changed that word out. And I noticed that. So wife doesn't necessarily mean it was his daughter. It could have been another slave person he had in his group that he gave him a wife. It didn't say it was his daughter. And people need to stop trying to interchange words out to justify his position of saying that he was employed forever. It doesn't say that. So I just wanted to clarify that.
I appreciate that, but he makes stuff up as he goes. Now Israel Doctrine wrote Why? Sorry. Why I not okay? About you to speak. Okay, he wrote, "You try to make me look bad." No, that's not what I'm trying to. I'm not trying to make him look bad. You know, it was not him who said that, but he is a brother, a partner, an associate of that guy, right? Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, if I ever speak sexually about a child, please condemn me for saying that. Please condemn my words, because that is foul. If I know I will never do it. I don't drink alcohol, but if somebody happens to put some alcohol without my knowledge and I'm drunk and I say it, please condemn me. I don't use drugs, but if somebody find a way to have drugs, narcotics in my system, and I end up saying something foul, speaking sexually about an underage person, right? But in this case, it's a 3-4-year-old girl. Please condemn me. You know, you will not make me look bad. You know, so I don't have anything against Israel doctrine. You know, as a matter of fact, I think whoever's down with him or used to be down with him, I'm going to ask that question because I want to know, you know. Now, V. Bennett wrote, "What's up?" And I don't know what's going on with the comments, but there's another comment that I could have put on the screen. But here he wrote, he said she sat up with her leg open. Okay. So you haven't heard Wild Eagle, right?
Spread Eagle. Spread Eagle.
Now, oh, sorry. Thank you, Sister Andrea. Spread Eagle, right? That's a sexual position. And for the record, my daughter did not spread her leg open. So he lied. But even if she had spreaded her leg open, which she did not, to use the term spread eagle, and he's on tape saying that he knew. And for those who just arrived recently, let's hear it. That's 32 seconds long.
One day I see him, he got his daughter, 3-4 years old, sitting on his lap with her legs spread open on the internet. And you talking about pedophilia, the HOK pedophilia. That's when I saw it. I said, yeah, nigga, you need to take your daughter off your lap, nigga. Why is she sitting like that, spread eagle like that on your lap? So I knew that shit would hurt him. And it did, goddammit. That was a home run hit.
Spread eagle. And Israel Doctrine is in the back chat right now. You see, just to show you that I'm not lying. You see, he's in the back chat. Now he wrote, "What's wrong with that?" Filthy Frankie signed letter from Harlem, New York, 60-year-old member of the Shrine of Ma'at, headed by Jabari Osase, speaks in a sexual manner about a 3-year-old girl, and Israel Doctrine is asking, what's wrong with that? V. Bennett wrote, "Wow, sounds wild." And he added, "Oh, y'all talking about Frankie? We all know dude be lying." Now, another thing, see, Israel Doctrine wrote, he said he meant to write sat with her leg open, right? Now, do I still have it? Listen to this. Listen to what he said.
You ain't got no proof, nigga, that I went to the hospital and they all told me I had AIDS. I went to like 4 hospitals, and the hospitals was telling me that I had AIDS.
So he said that she sat with her leg open, and he said that 4 hospitals told him he had AIDS. So are we supposed to believe what he says? But, you know, that was just, you know. Now let's continue. V. Bennett wrote, "Crazy part about it is he knows he's lying." Then Israel Doctrine wrote, "So did you do it or not?" Did I do what? Did I do what? He's in the back chat, so he's gonna type. Did I? Now the private chat, I'm not looking at it, you know, but you know, feel free in in the comment. Somebody
Yeah.
left a message in private chat.
I'm gonna drop back
Go
down.
ahead. Okay.
Okay.
Now, thank you, Sister Andrea Bennett. Now,
Mhm.
Donnie Williams wrote, shaking my head. He's playing dumb like he doesn't know the context. V. Bennett wrote, why can't Frankie show and prove what he said? Israel Abduction wrote, Donnie Williams, I don't know. Okay. Well, Donnie Williams is in the chat. Israel Abduction is in the chat. So, and, we can communicate and talk. But Israel Abduction, for the record, did you do it or not? Did I do what? I don't understand that question. Can you be more specific? Can you be more precise? Because did I do what or not? Now, while you're at it, you said, oh, she said it with her legs open. Do you know what he said about your God, the God of the Bible?
There's nothing special about you because you following some spook ass God, some God who we know is narcissistic, who's demonic, who's a goddamn liar, who's bipolar. The God of the Bible is a bipolar motherfucker.
He said the God of the Bible is a bipolar mother effer. So was he right? Now, Israel Dutch is asking, did you have your child on your lap? Yes, I had my child on my lap, like many fathers and mothers worldwide. What does having a child sitting on your lap have to do with spread eagle sexual position? That's amazing. But that's the world we live in. We can communicate and talk. Now here he put, okay, fine, it is what it is. So he said the God of the Bible, is a bipolar mother effer, right? Now, what else did he say?
I'm not afraid to say what the fuck I'm saying. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, I'm going to place and follow the fucking law. Nigga. Yeah, I'm going to place and follow the fucking law.
Okay, brothers. Y'all heard that, right?
I heard.
The brother said that he's going to grade and follow the law.
And you supposed to, JJ? And you supposed to, Quana. But you niggas don't believe in that Bible. You know how silly your God is. See?
Silly.
You niggas know how dumb your God is. You niggas know now that this Bible is bullshit. That's what you niggas know. Now this is how you put these niggas to the test. Are you gonna do that in the time of war? You supposed to have been like, hell yeah. My scripture said this is lawful. This is what we do in the time of war. But it shows you that
Dang. So he said, you know how silly your God is. You know how dumb your God is. You know the Bible is bush. So he insulted the God of the Bible, saying that he's a bipolar mother effer. And he insulted the Bible, the Holy Scripture. My goodness. Now, Israel Adoption wrote, I don't know spread eagle about. He probably meant to type, I don't know what spread eagle is about. Well, any search engine will let you know. It's a sexual position. It's the legs wide open, a woman waiting to quote unquote receive. That's what it is. V. Bennett wrote, some people believe anything someone tells them. Yes. And Israel Adoption wrote, only you sexual guy that deal with that know. Sexual guy? What do you mean by sexual guy? And it's amazing also because he wrote as his username on YouTube, at least, the new Israel Doctrine MVP. You had a debate with Chris Harris, known as Chris MVP Harris. Some people may think that you were inspired by him for this name, but you're free to do what you want. Now, here he wrote sexual vocab. Maybe Israel Doctrine is denying that spread eagle has anything to do, with that position, but you know, I didn't know spread eagle until he said it. You know. But anyway, so basically, we are the ones to blame. That 60-year-old Sam Netter speaks sexually about a 3-year-old girl publicly live on air, and we are the one to blame. Okay. V. Bennett wrote, his vernacular in script is similar to Frankie. And here he wrote, I saying, you know, okay, I don't know what he meant by that, but he's still in the back chat, you know, you can see he's still there, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I would love to dialogue with you. If you just condemn Sam Netter speaking sexually about a 3-4-year-old girl, and we can talk. If you don't want to condemn him, you are free. You have free will. I'm not going to force you, you know. And it's going to be the same, not just with you, but with anybody else. Anybody else that's cool with him, you know. For example, you see, let me show you. We have that guy who has no self-respect. He's called Judah Nasra.
Sam Netter has been defending, promoting, and supporting rapists and child molesters for years. Is that true or it's not true?
That's true.
Okay, fine. Is Sam Netter a Satanist, yes or no?
Yes, he is.
Okay, good. Feel free.
The HOK, most of them that go against the Most High and follow this fake Masonic, white supremacist, so-called fake Pan-Africanist Kemet mess, more science, all that is all satanic. Whereas basically, like, you know, basically Sam Netter does need to apologize for talking about your daughter. I don't know if he's going to do that. If you guys are, when men banging on each other, that's one thing, but children should definitely be left out of it. There is another brother named Shaka Ndugu. Please check out his channel. He also is bringing awareness to this pedophile cult, Shaka Ndugu. He also is bearing witness to the foul behavior of this sexual deviant circle.
Okay, well, Judah Nasra, feel free to speak.
Oh, thank you, brother. And thank you, sister. I don't want to be too long. Thank you. Hey, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to Brother Shaka. You definitely informed, brought a lot of information yesterday on my channel. And a lot of times people think that, like, I'm, you know, I heard you when you were like, Judah, don't, I mean, I'm not going back over to Sam Netter's channel. That's not going to happen. Like, I have self-respect. I don't need that guy. I never did.
He said he has self-respect. He will never go back to his channel. Now, Israel Doctrine is still backstage. I mean, he, you know, took off the camera, but he's still backstage. Now, here is a message leaku.com wrote. He's addressing you, Israel Doctrine. Carl Albert, Israel Doctrine. Now, I don't know if he has changed his username, but anyway. He wrote, well, I have a question, Israel Doctrine. You admitted searching, watching, and consuming child pornography. You should speak on that. Is it true, Israel Doctrine? I'm just asking a question, you know. Feel free to use the chat, you know. He's back, you know, I mean, he didn't leave, but, you know, he is backstage, you see. So he's going to type in, you know, he's going to tell us. Now, Leak, you wrote, you have been caught in several scandals relating, you have been caught in several scandals regarding child porn. We are still waiting on your reasoning and why you watched a child receive a lollipop and then a penis. Speak on that, Easy. And then he wrote, you are caught in 4K car, aka Israel Doctrine. It's absolutely true, and I have the recording on my page. You have the recording? You mean video recording? Israel Doctrine wrote, where is her proof? Is it a lady? Now, I don't think you will have it on your page unless it's not a YouTube page. I don't think. Now, what recording do you have? A recording of him admitting? Now, is it your YouTube page? Let us know. Israel Doctrine wrote, please let speak. I think he means to type, please let's speak. You can just type that you condemn Sanetta speaking sexually about a child, and we can speak. I would love to speak with you. Now, if you haven't made it to watch sexual porn, then that's something else. Now, leaku.com wrote, now this is leak, L-E-A-K, like there was a leak, okay? Don't lie, Israel Doctrine, and yes, sir, there's plenty of proof. I made an edit, and yes, him admitted. Now, Israel Doctrine wrote, if he did, then the wicked, I guess he meant to type, if he did, then he wicked. But, you know, I'm just expecting you, if you want to talk with me, to condemn what he said, you know, because now look, okay, yes, he's wicked. Okay, can you just type the name of the person just so that it's clear? Oh, you know what? Let's hear it from you. Okay. Do you condemn Sanetta for speaking sexually about a child, Israel Doctrine?
If he was speaking sexually about a child, yes, you can condemn that. I condemn it. Any man would condemn it if he was speaking sexually about a child.
But he was. He's on tape saying spread eagle.
Okay, like I said, I don't know the terminology. I'm not into sexual vocabulary.
Okay, okay. Now, you have his phone number, right?
No, I don't have his phone number anymore.
Oh, okay. Feel free to ask him in your own time, and he will confirm to you that he was speaking sexually, because he has already, you know. Thank you, Israel Doctrine. Now, leaku.com, is it on your YouTube page? Now, what I'm going to do, hold on. See, okay, Leaku is on my other page. So what I'm going to do now, it's going to be easier because I have to switch between the two pages. So what I'm going to do, hold on. I'm going to make the chat open on my second channel. So there's only one place when we have where we have the chat. So, boom. And on my second channel is going to be for subscribers only. So it doesn't cost a thing. It's free of charge. So it's going to be easier because now subscribers, boom, there it is. So live stream. How come I don't see it? Hold on. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay. So I'm going to put that in the chat. Chat open to chat open on my second channel. There it is. I won't be long. I'm going to tag it. Replace pin message. Okay, there it is. So for the record, I'm sharing the link. There it is. The chat is open on my second channel. Here it is. Okay, Shaka Ndugu Kemet. Okay, so it's going to be easier. So I'm going to see the page of leaku.com. I'm going to do a search. Can you give the link to the video you're talking about? I see one video, but it's an hour long. So I would like to have the times. Oh, dang. There's actually more than one video. Can you give me the timestamp, the title? Like you can hop on the panel and use a private chat, you know. Now I'm checking the private chat, but okay, that was Israel Doctrine. Okay, I'm curious. Leak, are you still here? Can you give us a timestamp? You know, for the record, I have seen a video where somebody said, you know, talked about, you know what? It's always better to show the video in this day and age, you know. So I'm waiting. It's probably the video that I've seen. Who knows? It may be another one. We'll see. We have time. I have time. Israel Doctrine, please use the chat, you know, please use the chat. Okay, here it is. So leaku.com, you are here. So feel free to use the private chat, you know. No offense to you, but you know, the people that I put on the panel, they have a webcam. So if you want to be on, you can use a webcam. Otherwise, yeah, there it is. So link to the video. Okay, so I don't have the link yet, so we'll see. Okay, here's the video. And okay, well, we're gonna dang. Okay, I'm gonna share the title and the link, and then we're gonna watch together. I'm discovering that video. Thank you. And it says the whole video includes 3 different incidents involving Israel Doctrine and child pornography. You are more than welcome to use it. Okay, thank you. So the title and the link, there it is. You have the title and the link. Let's see. I'm discovering. I don't know what we're gonna find out, you know. So let's go.
Can he get leak you the fuck down? What the fuck? You know I don't want you up here doing this shit. Until you do it, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, Leak, you told me that the first 3 minutes is the intro, so I'm more than welcome to fast forward. So, well, it looks like it's less than 3 minutes. Let's see.
Somebody said, "Look at Leak You." Is it a YouTube channel? Oh shit! Oh, all right, bet. Here we go.
This guy is DJ Academics. He has a lot of beef with many people, you know. But anyway.
Child mouth the other day. I put it in the computer. Because Khalil Money said, you know, y'all know. Get the money. That's why we be talking about. Okay. Look, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was looking up the child mouth the other day. I put it in the computer. Because Khalil Money said, you know, y'all know about teething, you don't know about mouthing. So I was like, I bet you some child porn out there called mouthing.
Oh my God. Does anybody want to explain to me why he would admit that he was looking up child porn of mouthing? I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was just looking that shit up the other day. I bet you there's some child porn out there with mouthing. And he was gonna make sure he found it. You just told on yourself, sir.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was looking up the child mouthing the other day. I put it in the computer. Because Khalil Money said, you know, y'all know about teething, you don't know about mouthing. So I was like, I bet you there's some child porn out there called mouthing.
Oh my God.
Because the child pornography people know about mouth.
Oh, wow.
Now, a child that mouth, put their mouth on anything, notice the key term, anything. As I said, when I was watching it, when I used to watch it a lot, I was addicted to the shit.
And you also said that you've had child porn sent to you too, sir.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was looking up the child mouth the other day. I put it in the computer. Cause Khalil Money said, you know, y'all know about teething, you don't know about mouth. So I was like, I bet you some child porn out there called mouth. Oh my God. Cause the child pornography people know about mouth. Oh wow. Now a child in mouth, put their mouth on anything, notice the key term. Anything. As I said, when I was watching it,
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was looking up the child mouth the other day. I put it in the computer. Cause Khalil Money said, you know, y'all know about teething, you don't know about mouth. So I was like, I bet you some child porn out there called mouth.
Oh my God.
Cause the child pornography people know about mouth.
Oh wow.
Now a child in mouth, put their mouth on anything, notice the key term. Anything. As I said, when I was watching it.
As I said, when I was watching it. As I said, when I was watching it. As I said, when I was watching it.
He just admitted, not only did he just admit to searching for child porn on the internet, he just admitted that he watched a clip because he just described the clip to us.
They put the blindfold over her eyes and introduced a lollipop. Then they introduced what you ain't supposed to introduce to the mouth.
Oh, come on. Oh my.
They put the blindfold over her eyes and introduced a lollipop. Then they introduce what you ain't supposed to introduce to the mouth. Oh, come on. Oh my.
I'm here to
Question
address
about my
now.
niece. You see Hickey's as sexual relationship? By your
Say that
definition,
again.
a sexual relationship.
Man. I'd rather talk about the fact that you admitted looking up child porn 3 weeks ago. That just happened.
I see you don't know what sexual relationship is. But you
I see, but you know what I see? I seen you admitting that you looked up child porn. Okay, you said you looked it up. When you watched it, and you even described it. You described the video to us.
To play the video where I said I watched.
You described it.
Go ahead.
Not if people want to see it, they can go to my channel and see it. I mean, why would we want to pollute this video with that nonsense? It don't need to be out there too many times, Carl. Do you really want a copy of that video in this one too?
I never did. I did forget to ask about that though. Did you actually look up? You really looked up mouthing up in porn, child porn mouthing to see what you could find though? Real talk. Yeah.
I looked it up.
For the record, what's interesting is that Israel Doctrine is backstage. You can see Leak U is there on a panel, and on that video, she was talking with him. Now, Israel Doctrine is streaming my stream right now. You know, I don't take offense at that. It is what it is. You know, it's public. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue, and then probably Leak U will tell us more about it. Just want to, finish with this video.
Did I find it?
He doubled down.
Did I find it?
You said you did. You said that you described
Did
the
I
video.
put
You
it
said
on
a
the
little
screen?
girl was
Did I put
blindfolded.
it on the screen?
Thank God you didn't. Thank
Hey,
God
look,
you
I ain't
didn't.
got nothing to hide. Y'all should have all
Okay.
the videos.
All right.
All you do
Well,
is stalk me
okay.
every day. But
I don't
people wanna
stalk
say
you.
I
Don't lie on
stalk,
me.
but they run with people that
Don't lie
stalk
on
me.
me.
Every
Don't
day you
lie
got all
on
my
me.
videos.
I'm
You
not
trying to
stalking
be like
you.
me.
I don't
wanna
even
be an
watch
info
you.
activist,
Carl,
take the
you've been
information
live over
and make
there
it
all
accurate.
day and all night, and I can assure you I have not even watched 5 minutes of you. I can assure you of that. I'm not over there watching you, Carl. Now, you
You
described
have a
the
whole
video.
community that you tell it.
Carl, you described the video. You said the little girl was blindfolded and they introduced a lollipop. And then they introduced something else. Those are your words,
Oh, I
Carl.
spoke about that, but then
Yeah,
once
you
again,
did.
that's when I was younger. That's when I was younger. So how the fuck
That's
did
not
you
what
get
the
from me
conversation
saying when I
was.
was younger that I'm doing it now and I got it now? I used to watch porn.
So when you were younger, you
religiously.
watched a child receive a lollipop and then something else? Is that what you're saying right
No,
now?
don't you know it's grown women? It's like
No,
Pinocchio.
this is no.
Hold
what
up,
you're
hold up,
seeing
hold
is
up.
you, a
Why you just
liar,
talking
get
over
caught
me?
up in his lies And listen, just the best bet is
I
to stop
got nothing
lying.
to say to you. Have
All
fun.
right then, you
Fun.
ain't got nothing to say.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was looking up the child mouthing the other day. I put it in the computer. Because Khalil Money said, y'all know about teething, you don't know about mouthing. So I was like, I bet you some child porn out there called mouthing.
Oh my God.
Because the child pornography people know about mouth.
Oh wow.
Now a child that mouth, put their mouth on anything, notice the key term. Anything. As I
Israel. The question that I had to you, Brother Israel, was about a post that you post. I'm posing this question to you about a post that you post 4 months ago on your Hip Hop Reloaded Reborn page. There's a post over there that you posted, and you post, and you also attached it to your Rumble.com page. However, it's a Netflix video from back in 1990, and it's of an underage Chinese girl masturbating with a vibrator. And I wanted to understand what was the reason for you attaching that video. And you are also talking about the church, I guess, of Christ or whatever, and it's season 1 Next Generation or something like that. But I clicked on the video to see what you were talking about.
Shout out to the Leak You community. Please join us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
We're gonna hear from Leak You. I just want to read that comment right there. Let me put the background music again. Now we have what's the name? Hold on. There it is. Carl's Eye Drops, who wrote, Leak You doing the Lord's work, and Carl tried to get with his niece, and his brother almost beat him to death for it, and was likely the reason why his family exiled him from Chicago years ago. I'm just reading the comments, not my accusation. Feel free, Leak You, feel free to speak.
Hey, how you doing? I know I kind of came out of the blue, but when I seen the content of what you were discussing, and I seen what Israel Doctrine was saying, I think it's very important that people know about Israel Doctrine scandals and why he may have certain or specific views when it comes to children and just sexual whatever with children. There's been several incidents. I just met Carl about maybe a year and a half or so ago. And there's been several incidents of Carl having a scandal dealing with child pornography. And after I met him, the incident that you've seen there in the video, Carl had actually admitted searching for a terminology for child porn of children mouthing because he gave his reasonings as to why. And he although he will not answer to me the reasoning on why he would have been searching that, he admitted the video, he told us, described the video to us. Instead, he goes around saying that I'm lying on him. Those are your words, Israel Doctrine. So again, I need you to understand that those type of activities against children absolutely ruin their souls. And I hope that you'll take a different stance on everything around children and sexual activity with children, and be more honest with yourself and with us, the audience, who has an investment into various content creators. I just think I need you to understand how messed up it is, Israel Doctrine, and religious views will not save you when it comes to this. You will get exposed. So that's and there's been several incidents. We're talking at least 4 or 5 different incidents going back 6 years, Carl. There were incidents that occurred that I didn't even know you when these incidents occurred. Yet there's a theme that follows you. So I'm just saying, I just feel like you need to speak on and speak your truth. You're always so busy out here on the YouTube, trying to throw your religious ways, and this is me talking, your religious ways, how you think things should be. Well, face your truth, Israel Doctrine, and be honest with everyone. Did you or did you not search child pornography of children mouthing? No, I'm not going to cry, Israel Doctrine. What you're doing is an actual crime against children. It's enough to make a grown woman cry, but that's a childish response from you. This is a real serious, heavy issue. And so just brushing me away and claiming that I'm lying on you, that's not going to get rid of me. And I'm not white either, Israel Doctrine. And again, that is a childish response from you right now. Did you or did you not seek a video of children mouthing, of child pornography of children mouthing? Yes or no? Don't call me a liar. Deal with the facts. Deal with the facts.
You know, for the record, there is another video. Maybe you've seen it. I've seen it a while ago. And he was actually talking about, children, like, and what was weird is that in that video, it's like he was like smiling, like very comfortable. But I've seen it a long time ago. But people know that I've been against rapists and child molesters, and I was attacked. People try to flag my channels, what I'm saying, make copyright claims, had to make my channel private and appeal and all that. So there was so many stuff that I had to deal with. What I'm saying? Not only my daughter was talking about sexually, but my mother, my father were insulted. Lies were told about me. What I'm saying? So, but it's just so much. But what's amazing though? Okay, Israel Doctrine is still backstage. See. Can you just type in the chat? Did you or did you not look for child pornography? Now Donnie Williams wrote, we heard him his own words. That's all we need. Now this is the answer. Yes, I did. He wrote, yes, I did. He wrote, yes, I did. That's his answer. So he was asked if he looked for child pornography, and his answer is yes, I did.
But you've been called, but he'll sit here and say, I'm lying on him.
And now he says, so now what?
Okay.
And I wouldn't mind. Well, at this point, I was going to say I wouldn't mind speaking with him, but he refused to condemn Sarnetta for speaking sexually about a child. But now he just admitted that he looked for child pornography.
I don't know about Sarnetta's this situation. I'm just coming to know about it by watching your show today. But that's another reason why I decided to speak in the chat, because he won't condemn it, because he has, when you have a certain view or stance or standpoint on something, that will determine how you will respond to things. So I think that gives a little bit of understanding on why he may not be condemning it. Now, I've seen signs of this too when I first became introduced to Israel Doctrine, but I waited my time and I bided my time and I watched him over time, and then these things just started happening. And now you admit it. So thanks, Israel. Appreciate it. I'll make sure to clip this, and it will be going in an edit.
He did admit it. Now he said that it's because Khalil Amani was feeding his toes to his child. So now he's giving an excuse to why he was looking for child pornography. Okay. Carl's eye drops wrote, he can't stop. His deviant behavior has taken control of him. Now, Israel Doctrine, you can seek help, Oh, he's showing the middle finger. Look. Okay. But you can seek help, whatever made you go to and Donnie Williams wrote, subscribe to her channel. I did share her channel.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
My
goal is, is not of a clout chase or anything. I've got plenty of subscribers. I'm fairly decent, well-known content creator. So that's not my goal here. My goal here is to make sure, Israel Doctrine, you are absolutely exposed for your behavior. And I'm not even trying to be evil about it. And your behavior tells us everything that we need to know. But the fact that you'll lie one moment and now, you're just like, yeah, I looked it up. I sure did. That's not the only time. You had police or child pornography sent to you. You did not report it. The police came to your home, knocked on the door. You've got external listen. What I need you to understand, Israel Doctrine, is what you're doing is very detrimental to children, and you are contributing to a multi-billion-dollar industry that violates children on a daily basis. You need to fully understand what you're doing, Carl Albert. Even if you watch a video, you are still contributing to many, many very horrible, evil things that happen to children. So how can you say or claim that you're for the children when you will willingly sit here and watch a child be absolutely violated and then play games like this, like you're playing right now? This isn't a game, Israel. This is not a game. It's just, and you want to be known as this religious leader, as this so-called elder. An elder of what? What do you, how can anyone hold you into any sort of high esteem when in the back of our minds, we're wondering, did he watch child porn last night? Did he fall asleep watching a nasty video of a child being violated? How dare you come up here and describe that video to us and then claim I was lying on you? How dare you?
But he did admit it, Israel Adasha,
Yeah.
you did admit. So she didn't lie on you.
No.
She didn't lie on you. You just admitted that you searched for child pornography.
And he
Who's
said, I said
CP?
it. That stands
there
for
it is.
child porn. It's like an acronym, so that you don't
Oh,
say
okay.
it.
Okay.
But he's now tripling down on it, and I hope that everybody in the chat sees this. I know I will be making an edit. Is it okay if I clip this portion of this video
Oh,
and make
yes,
an edit?
by all means, I
Thank
give you my
you.
authorization, you know what I'm saying?
And I'll
And
drop
as
a
a matter
link
of
to
fact,
you.
oh yeah, and any video of mine, I just don't expect people to put a full live stream, sorry, but excerpts is fine. I use people excerpts as well, and people are allowed to, under the fair use stuff. But yeah, I appreciate you asking me. Yes, feel free.
Yeah, this is
Now Israel
critical.
Adashin is asking, so why we can't talk about it? Well, I told you, Israel Adashin, you just refuse to condemn Sanada speaking sexually about a child. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but that's weird. But you did admit it, like it's you look for child pornography. It's not like you came across it by accident. You looked for it. You know what I'm saying? So I heard of Khalid Amani. I don't know him. I don't know if what was said about him is true. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, I
I
can
never
give
heard.
you a little
Yeah, feel free.
background. It is a photo of him with his grandchild, and his grandchild had his mouth on his toe, on his big toe. Very innocent photo. There was nothing sexual about it, but in Carl's quest to absolutely demonize Khalil Amani and his hatred for Khalil Amani, he made a very valiant attempt to try to demonize this photo and to make it of a sexual nature, and to add this and add that and add this and add that, to the point of going on platforms, doing interviews, trying to run a whole campaign. And what ended up happening is Carl's own secrets came back, up immediately to haunt him immediately as karma. Before you knew it, he was over on his platform doing like a 2.5-hour live stream explaining like a situation that happened between him and his niece, involving her receiving a hickey when she was like 3 or 4 years old. And I'm just like, okay, which evolved into discussion about this child porn video, this CP video that he went and sought just maybe 2 to 3 weeks prior to our discussion. So we're talking about something that's not even 1 year old here in regards to his search on the children mouthing thing. And so the terminology of children mouthing, when they're teething, that sort of a thing, that's what he claims drove him to go search for child pornography of children mouthing because they'll put their mouth on anything. Horrible excuse. I don't know why you would seek in the pornography arena for something of that nature, but there's no excuse for your behavior. I wouldn't care if Khalil Amani's grandchild had his mouth on all 10 of his toes. You talk about your behavior. Nothing excuses what you did. And I'm honestly surprised with all these scandals and incidents involving Israel Doctrine that he's not been arrested. And I think that he may be a little savvier than most, putting his stuff on his external hard drives, things of that nature. But you will not escape forever. You will not escape forever. You will not. And you claim you try to save children? No, you don't. No, you don't. Carl, I've watched you for a year and a half. You'll be the first one to say that you don't give an F-U-C-K about any of these children out here. So just stop.
It's a bad look, Israel Doctrine. Maybe Sanetta will try to save you. Sanetta is on tape defending Malachi York after he was convicted for and sentenced to prison for 135 years. Malachi York did sexually abuse boys and girls, sodomized them, gave them STDs. And Sanetta is also on tape calling Brother Polite, government named Michael Nowak Jr., powerful after he was sentenced to 7 years in prison for being inappropriate with a 14-year-old girl. So who knows? Maybe Sanetta will use his platform and help you out or whatever. Because Sanetta had there's also a Hebrew Israelite who went to prison for rape. And he's been a regular participant on that platform. So rapists and child molesters have appeared on Sanetta's platforms for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? Maybe he will give you some shine, or however we should call it nowadays.
Yeah, I think, to me, in my mind, when I think about this, that kind of explains to me why he, Israel Doctrine has this stance that he does. I mean, if I was to ask Israel Doctrine straight out, does he believe that grown men should marry children? Anyone, any girl from the age of 18 and under would be considered a child, a minor. What would his thoughts be on that? Because I'm very questionable. I question his philosophies, his religious philosophies. And I think a lot of you men hide under religion for this deviant type of behavior, but I've just heard some very questionable things. And, you now come and you triple down on the fact that you did search it, you did see this video, you did describe it to us. What's the reasoning for that? But I guess it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It's absolutely wrong. You need to understand that, Carl. It is wrong. You should not contribute to that type of nonsense. And then here's the thing. I've asked several times, and you will then say I'm lying on you. And this is the first time that you've actually admitted it after being pushed and pushed and pushed. And you do run for me. Anytime I've ever hit your link on your platform, you will not bring me up on that StreamYard. You went so far as to block me on StreamYard, Carl. So don't lie. You do run for me. You do not want to face me. You don't want to face any of these accusations that I have leveled against you, even though they're in your, this is you talking here. So you're going to do 1 million lives after this, Israel Doctrine. I really don't care about this. What am I lying about? Everything that you just seen in that video is your words. You were talking. How many times must one get caught up in a child pornography scandal by different people? It's not me. It's not this person over here. The problem is you, Carl. Why did I do it? Does it matter why you did it? Does it matter why you would go and search child pornography of children mouthing and then sit there and watch a video and then describe the video to us about how a little girl was blindfolded? Does it really matter at the end of the day? No, it does not. Not in my mind.
And he wrote that he will do a live stream.
Of course he will.
You lying? I do a live after this. Okay, well, but yeah, he did admit it, more than once, he did admit it. Now he's asking, why did I do it? He's asking why he went looking for child pornography, so he has an explanation, He has an explanation.
None of it's good enough, in my opinion. So I wanted to jump up here and explain, provide a little bit more background on that video. I will continue to expose Israel doctrine when it comes to this. Now we've got another piece of evidence of you actually admitting it, tripling down on the fact that you absolutely did it. So you can't go out here and lie and claim that Leak You's out here lying on you and making claims that you're looking up child pornography when you absolutely just came up here and admitted it. So thank you for allowing me to come up. I'm going to go ahead and drop down, and you have a really good rest of your day. I'll make sure to tag you on my edit that I drop.
All right. Well, once again, for the record, he wrote, I did it. Why? So, dang. Yeah. So I did share Leak You's channel in the chat. I shared it twice. So it's Leak You. Well, okay. I've shared it. So feel free to go on her channel, subscribe to her channel, and I
shared your video out, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So thank you.
Always feel free anytime, and even if you disagree with me, you or anybody else, we can always dialogue, what I'm saying, so feel free. Thank you for coming up.
Absolutely. Take care.
Take care. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue now. Know Yourself wrote, and that guy said he didn't know what spread eagle meant, but he watched child porn to know what mouthing meant. Make that make sense. Now, Carl's eye drops wrote, and Carl has brainwashed a woman that he mentally, verbally, and emotionally abuses on a daily basis, and she is just as much of a deviant as Carl is. And Leak You wrote, thanks again for allowing me up. Oh, you're welcome. No problem at all. Some people have problems. Now, Vivian wrote sick. And if you have problems and seek help, there are professionals that give all kind of help. Now, some people just watch. Now, Israel Doctrine wrote, so can I use this? If you're asking about the stream, I mean, there's a fair use, people can take excerpts, what I'm saying, so, and the thing with me, I'm not known for clipping and make people say things they didn't say. A few people made that accusation, that claim. I always play people in context. So I hope or expect that nobody else will do that, like clip stuff and make me say things I didn't say. But at the end of the day, we can always go to the source, what I'm saying. So Carl's eye drop wrote, Carl has brainwashed a minion called the YouTube Street Queen. Yeah. Some people just watch CP. Others practice sexual acts with children, you see. So there's levels or degrees in these foul behaviors, and there are professionals that can provide help, Know Yourself wrote, I agree with Leak You about people using religion to hide their deviant sexual behavior. The clip I was looking for? Oh, there it is.
I'm going to tell you why, because I'm an Israelite and Tazariak Israelite. And I think his doctrine is off compared to what we teach. We both had the same mission, but he's telling the Israelites it's okay to mix race, right? He's telling that they got a doctrine saying that if a child reached a flower, they could be 15 or 9 years old, you can have sex with them.
Okay,
this is what they teach.
You talk about running.
The guy speaking is Kunat. Some of you may remember, what's the name again? Her name will come to me. Sometimes I just forget. I'm not trying to act like, or I don't really know who she is. She's known in the conscious community. Neftali. FOPE. 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 Konat is like an elder in this group, in this crew. This is Konat. Konat, Elder Konat. That was him. And what did he say?
I'm gonna tell you why, because I'm an Israelite and Tazariak Israelite, and I think his doctrine is off compared to what we teach it. We both had the same mission, but he's telling the Israelites it's okay to mix race, right? He's telling that they got a doctrine saying that if a child reached a flower, they could be 15 or 9 years old. You can have sex with them.
Okay,
this is what they
now
teach.
you talk about running.
He could not lie. Now, I never heard any rebuttal from any ISUPK member. I never. Now, what we know for sure is that ISUPK do support financially people who are found guilty of sexual abuse, of child sexual abuse.
Polite, if let's say Polite is innocent, he could be a partial victim. Maybe he broke up with the girl. Who knows, what happened in that instance. But the only true victim is that girl. So I think that's what we need.
And I think that's being a hypocrite, because you have a member of ISUPK who was locked up for child molestation, for rape, or whatever it is, and y'all still support him. Here it is, Polite have not been found guilty, and y'all wouldn't support him. See the double standard?
What
you have a
double
member
standard?
in ISUPK, which y'all support him financially. You put money on his books, but Polite have not been found guilty, and y'all
This how I know you taking a strong. This how I know you take a strong position of Polite's innocence, regardless of waiting till the verdict come, because you keep bringing up the same exact thing, even though I've explained the position dozens of times. How many times do I have to explain the same exact position? So in that instance, the brother took a lot of.
Even if you explain it, it still remains the same, though, Captain.
No,
you still support
what remains the
found
same?
Guilty.
But what remains the same though?
That he was found guilty.
Definitely was found guilty, but he also
Polite was not found guilty.
I'm not saying don't support him though. Right,
brother. You said if the brother come on my channel, you done.
Wait.
And you got me, man. You got me. I said, all right, brother.
That's right. But what is that part? That part is talking about until the trial is over. I didn't say after the trial is over. If he's found innocent, don't deal with him. That's not what I said.
Right. Okay.
So again, the two don't match. What you're trying to match up just don't match. So I ran down that whole brother's trial already. His how he was found guilty. I ran all of that down already. So that scenario is not the same.
Right. Okay. All right, brother.
He's trying to act like the scenario is not the same, but the guy he sends money to, his trial is over as well. He was found guilty. Israel Doctrine is letting us know that he's live now. Well, he was live earlier, but maybe he did a new live stream, or maybe he's just gonna, comment on it, but he's just letting us know. Now, J. Mike Florida wrote, "Man, what the F going on? LOL. I don't watch two lives thinking y'all gone for the day, big bro." Okay, I don't really understand what that means, but anything, people are free, we can talk about everything. Now, Lee Q wrote, her mother was a victim too and went straight to the police. Israel Doctrine wrote, we could have spoke, but you don't want to speak. So I'm not sure exactly what he meant, but oh my goodness. And that's something we learn every day. Now we have seen what is the name? GMS adults in the street publicly. They were being filmed, recorded, and they said that, and I've played many times, they are okay to have sex with, did it say 9 or 8 year old? I played it many times. Now, Israel Doctrine is asking this question: did you father to it? I don't understand that question. So feel free to rephrase. Did you father do it? Or maybe he meant to ask, did your father do it? But who are you asking? And do what? Did whose father do what? And here he wrote, they are blocking me. I don't know who you're talking about, but you're not blocked because your comment is here and I'm showing it on the screen. Now, J. Mike Florida wrote, what's up, Frenchie? He's calling me Frenchie. Why you want to be disrespectful like that? I'm trying to figure out what the hell going on fully. Now, fully is F-U, not F-O-O, but it's okay. Now, well, J. Mac Florida is also streaming. Yeah. I have like 4 people streaming my stream right now, and that's something. Now, let me see. How come I don't see it here? On my other channel, the chat is supposed to be, it's not supposed to be here. So why I don't see it? Live chat. What is strange? Okay, I'm going to type the username. J Mike Florida. J Mike Florida. Let's search for channels. No result. It's strange. I should be able to see it. Now here he wrote, Frenchie, I don't know how to stream, and I type how I talk. I'm here to get understanding Holmes, LOL. Well, you can stop calling me Frenchie, you know, because I can use a nickname for you. What's the point? I will call you a nickname. You'll call me a nickname. We ain't going nowhere with that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you can't help but call me Frenchie, do it elsewhere. If you come in here, you know what I'm saying? You just, you know, you can call me Shaka, you know, or call me my username, Ma'at forever, or you can just say Ma'at for short, you know, if you don't want to say the full Shaka Nugu Kemet. But I don't understand why I don't see that comment. Hold on. It's strange. I don't even see. Hold on. I'm supposed to see it in the chat. I don't even see it. So, oh, okay, I get it. It means that this comment is left on somebody that is streaming me. So if I go on Israel Doctrine, yeah, okay, it's a comment he left on Israel Doctrine stream. That's why it appears now. Because StreamYard is, for those who don't know, the program that allows you to stream. There's a few others, but StreamYard is probably the most used. And here, Jay, for the record, J Mark wrote, Shaka, my bad, bro. Love, LOL. Okay. So StreamYard allows you to stream on your channel as well. But I think you need to be on the panel or the back chat to do that. But anyway, that's why I didn't see it. But anyway. So, well, if anybody has any question or any comment, feel free. Even if you disagree with me, you know, it's fine. If people disagree with me, it's fine. We don't have to curse each other out, you know what I'm saying? But maybe there's some things that are said that people disagree with, whether it's just about behavior, whether it's about history, whether it's about religion, you know what I'm saying? Or even languages, the Medunetter or, you know, French or anything, you know, feel free, you know what I'm saying? Let me share the link for those who don't know to get on the panel. And if anybody want to comment, so here, okay, oh, my bad. Okay, well, you know, I'm going to do it this way. Okay, yeah, you know what? Hold on, this way. There it is. So there is on both. And as a matter of fact, I'll leave it on both. It's okay. Now, if anybody want to type in the chat, because sometimes people don't want to get on the panel, the chat is open on my second channel, and I'm giving the link to the stream on my second channel right there. So, all you have to do is be a subscriber. It doesn't cost a thing. It's free of charge. And you can type in the chat. You can agree or disagree with me in the chat. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. If somebody wants to get on the panel, you do have the link here, but you need to use a webcam because I live in a real world and I expect people who live in the real world as well. Everybody wants to be seen. They have their reasons, so that's why people can use the chat. You know what I'm saying? But I have time. I don't work tomorrow morning, so I can chill for a little bit. And, if there's no more action, then, I can call it a day. Oh, here I am. Lo send me is back. Let's see if he's going to apologize because he called me Shakira. So he has apologized once for doing that. So maybe he will do it again. Do you apologize?
Shakira. Like and subscribe.
Okay. He wanted to give advertisement to himself, but, he's there in the back chat, and that's what Christians do nowadays, but there's good and bad everywhere. Not every Christian's like that. This guy is just desperate, you know what I'm saying? So, obviously he's bored. It has nothing to do, you know what I'm saying? Is his stream still going on? Yeah, his stream is still going on. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, he's a guy who believes that the Shroud of Turin deals with Jesus Christ. He's been carbon dated, and it's like 12th century, 13th century AD. You know what I'm saying? And he believes that the Ark of Covenant has been located. He believes that we know where Noah's Ark ended. He's Anyway, J. McFlorida wrote a name predicate you, Shaka. I don't understand that sentence, but I'm a spectator, not a gladiator not a gladiator, sorry, on YouTube. I'm not a gladiator either. I'm here for understanding and the show, of course, LOL. But I'm just saying, it's not just you, anybody, whether people agree or disagree, they can feel free. You know what I'm saying? So if they have any questions or any comments, then, people can feel free. That guy who came up, he's a Christian apologist. He obviously doesn't agree with me, but he cannot be respectful. He has apologized for calling me earlier, but this time he's so hurt he couldn't help but doing it. And then he tried to give adverts. He said like and subscribe, and he was going to say his channel name, but I took him off the panel. So he comes on my platform in order to get some advertisement, or like people say nowadays, some clout. But I don't see it as a bad thing, and here he is again. So let's see. But I don't think he's going to apologize. I think he's going to say something strange again.
I'd like to take this time to apologize to absolutely.
Okay. I don't know what else he was about to say, but obviously he's being funny. Okay. Can you behave? Okay. I was going to ask him if he can behave like an adult, but this is Christian apologist. He's from the United Kingdom. He's from England. He's from the UK. He has appeared on Speaker's Corner. Many people know about Speaker's Corners. Speaker's Corner. Some people don't know the name, but you probably, it's a generic you've probably seen a lot of Christians and Muslims debating, arguing, and a few times there was some physical fights, but most of the time it's just, verbal disagreements. Sometimes people are in agreement, and it's I think it's do they call it Hyde's Park? I forgot the name of the park, but it's in London. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where the nickname Speaker's Corner come from, and maybe Speaker's Corner is somebody's channel or whatever. But yeah, in London there is this park where a lot of people do debate, and mainly about religion, sometimes about history. But from what I've seen online, it's about religion, and some people have been making a living out of these videos. Some people, and that guy is back again. Here is the desperate Christian apologist. Will you apologize?
Well, would you apologize for not showing the evidence in the video like we did on my channel?
I'm supposed to apologize for not showing a video. Listen, we can dialogue if you want, but you called me Shakira. Just apologize and we can talk.
I'm very, very sorry. Right. Why did you not show the video?
No, I would like you to apologize. I'm sorry as well that you did that.
I'm very, very sorry.
You don't want to apologize then?
I've just said, what does the words "I'm very, very sorry" mean?
No.
Why did you?
I'm sorry as well.
Okay, great. So, why did you not show the video?
Okay, so you don't want to apologize then? It's just easy, and we can talk.
The cold words.
No, you said you're sorry. So Okay, I heard you.
I'm
Okay.
very, very sorry.
So
Now, why did you not
the
show
reason
the
why, the reason why I don't want to show the videos, because you did that the last time. You talked about 5,000 chariots, and then your video showed one wheel. You see, so why don't you share an article from a scholar?
Why do I need to show
For
the article?
example.
Why don't you show the evidence?
Because your video, we don't. Who made that video?
It's a place, bro. We went onto my channel for you to think that I'm coming onto your channel to get views is hilarious. I'm
Well,
14 times bigger.
You sure?
And yeah, of course.
How many subscribers do you have?
13.5 thousand.
I have 21,000. But anyway, this being said,
says
that
900
video.
You have
I'm
4
sorry?
viewers in that channel.
No, on my other channel, Shakandugu Kemet, I have 999 subscribers. On my main channel, my Art Forever, I have 21,000 subscribers.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
congratulations. Right. So why do you not
No,
show the evidence? Because afterwards we went and I was live streaming, I just went and showed the evidence. It's all there. So the
That
elephant's in the
video-
room. I'm showing you the evidence. The one that you skip through.
You know, it's like TikTok. Many people make claims. Like, I don't know if you've seen, but earlier I showed a video.
Man. It's there. You can talk to your audience all you want and say this
can
and that.
never
I'm
finish
pretty
a
there.
sentence with him. Now, if you don't mind, just hear me out. I will not be long. I've shown a video of somebody claiming to give back a lost sight, somebody that was blind. Is that an evidence of a miracle? No, it's not. So your video, I don't know who made it. Who made that video? Which scholar is it? There he is pretending to snore. Okay, bye-bye. Okay. So Christian apologists like this guy are so desperate that they want to direct you to a video. And we went through that before. Once again, what the video showed was one wheel. There's no writing. We don't know where that comes from. This dude relies on a pseudo person. Now, he has passed away, so I don't mean to sound like I'm horrible disrespecting somebody who made his transition, but I read the Wikipedia article, right? And I can show it again just for the record, you know. Just have to remember the guy's name. I think it was Eldon and then Wyatt. There it is. So I'm sharing the link again, and let me show you who he's relying on. It's loading, it's taking a bit time, so, but I'll put it in the chat. It's going to appear in the chat. Ron Wyatt, there it is. Ronald Eldon Wyatt, who was an American nurse and anesthetist, and an amateur archaeologist who claimed to have made almost 100 biblical archaeology discoveries. One of his more notable claims is the supposed landing space of Noah's Ark at the Durupinar site. Wyatt's claims have been described as fraudulent. Well, for strange reason, the link, well, it shows on my Art Forever here. Okay, there it is. So you have the link here, you know. You have the link here. That's who he's relying on. He has already shared a video from that guy whose claims are described as fraudulent. And in the category of trash, which one finds in tabloids such as the National Enquirer and has been criticized by scientists, historians, biblical scholars, and some creationists. Even biblical scholars have criticized him. And then he says that Wyatt's claims are not considered credible by professional archaeologists and biblical scholars. And now he wants to act like I'm supposed to go through his videos. And when I held the book of this PhD, he tried to diminish the fact that she is a PhD, Joyce Tildesley. She teaches at the university of his own country. I mean, make that so he puts someone who has fraudulent claims above a recognized PhD. She wrote for different websites, including Encyclopedia Britannica. Want me to show you? Let me share the link here. See the link here in the chat? Britannica. Okay. Now, for strange reason, it doesn't appear on my second stream, which is weird. It says an error occurred. This is usually temporary, but it appears on my main channel. You know, sad things that people can participate in the chat on my second channel. But anyway, at the same time, I can even show you also that, you know, now this is my second channel, 999 subscribers, but my main channel, 21,000 subscribers. Okay, just in case people think that, you know, I was making that up. Now let's go back. I've shared the link to this Britannica article about Isis, Egyptian goddess. And what does it say here? Written by Joyce Tildesley, this PhD. She wrote for Encyclopedia Britannica and other websites as well, like the BBC, you know. But he wants us once again to waste time on a video from someone who is described as having fraudulent claims on Wikipedia. Know yourself, wrote. Why can't he behave? And indeed, he doesn't behave. The previous time when he came on my panel, he was, and I've shown it, dancing around. I don't know what Lord he claims to serve, but he sure is a pathetic example. Danny Williams, so trash is low, low, low. There it is. Now, if somebody wants to get on the panel, feel free. You have the link to get on the panel. And if people want to participate in the chat, it is open to subscribers on my second channel. And this time I'm only going to put it on my main channel because people who are on my second channel, you know, just subscribe on my second channel and you can participate in the chat. There it is. So feel free if you don't want to get on the panel because for whatever reason, then you can participate in the chat. You know what I'm saying? If you have any questions, comments, feel free. I don't work tomorrow morning. I have time, you know. Okay, J Mike Florida. I just noticed that you have some comments. I don't know why, but they don't show on my stream. So maybe something happened. So if you can hear me, J Mike Florida, your stream do not show. I'm sorry, your comments do not show on my streams. You know what I'm saying? And I expect that, you know, you can hear me, you know, because I can see myself being live streamed on Israel Doctrine's channel. And now I'm going to put the volume. Yeah, and I hear myself. He's asking me if I'm willing to set up a debate with his big brother, Carl. Carl is Israel Doctrine. Now, J. Mike Florida, Israel Doctrine admitted today on my chat that he searched for child pornography. So I'm not interested in having a debate with him for obvious reasons. Oh, there it is. So now, oh, well, here it is. Here it is. I did see it first on Israel Doctrine stream, and now I see it on my stream. And he wrote, "I want to see it. Let's go." Dang. Hey, look for somebody else. Amongst those rapists and child molesters and people who are cool with child pornography, I'm sure there's going to be some people, but me, I'm like, dang, I barely tolerated the disrespect from that Christian apologist, but he apologized. So I still spoke with him, but then he went, haywire. He went, I don't know, but hey, it is what it is, Oh my goodness. So J. Mike Florida, do you call him your big brother? So you have no problem with him searching for child pornography? Now he wrote, "Oh, damn, LOL, man. I got company, but I got time for that convo. Finish sub to your channel now, Holmes." Okay, let me find out. Well, I still have 999, so you haven't subscribed yet, but one more subscriber and it will be 1,000 for my second channel, Shaka Nugu Kemet. So who's going to be the number 1,000 subscriber? And it shows on my channel who subscribed. So if I go to the YouTube studio, where are the subscribers? Should be at the bottom. There it is. So I'll be able to see who's the latest one. I need one more subscriber on my second channel, so it's 1,000. So who's gonna, who's gonna make that happen? Who's gonna make that official? Now, J. Mac Florida wrote, "My big bro car ain't no pedo. Don't put that smut on his name." Did I say he's a pedo? Did I call him a pedo? I don't think so. And then he added, "Taking ish out of context, getting out of hand, Shaka." I did not take anything out of context. He did admit it. He wrote that several times. He admitted that he searched for child pornography. Come on. One more subscriber. Donnie Williams wrote cap. I mean, he put the emoji cap, but Come on, subscribe to my second channel. Just one more, so it's 1,000. Here, J. Mac Florida wrote, "No, sir, you didn't respect. That's why I say I got time for that convo. No pressure, easy convo." If you want to have a convo, just get on the panel. You're not having a convo right now. You type in the chat. Let me share the link. If anybody wants to get on the panel, there it is. The link is there. Come on, just one more person subscribe to my second channel, so we get that 1,000 subscribers out of the way. Who's gonna be subscriber number 1,000? Who's gonna make history? I'm joking. The Christian apologist has ended his stream. So I can close that page. Israel Doctrine is apparently still streaming my live stream. Yes, he is. Okay, I still have 1,000. So let's see who's the number 1,000. Let me tell you. Wow. Let me tell you if it's somebody. Okay, well, how come it doesn't show? Because hold on. Date. Oh, it's weird. Something wrong because it doesn't show me today's date. Oh well, okay. But I have 1,000, so now. Give me one moment. J-Mac Florida wrote, check that what? BIH now, my bro, Shaka. I'm a sub to both. Love my bro, Shaka. Help us all grow, especially my big bro. Well, apparently it is J-Mac Florida. It may appear, shortly. Sometimes it takes a little while, but, well, J-Mac Florida, you are the subscriber number 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, No. Hold on. I'm going to read the comments. I'm just doing something. Just give me one moment. Okay, I'm sorry. I was just hold on. Okay. Now, J-Mac Florida wrote, I didn't know you was on the Kemet side, Shaka, but yeah, I'm a top in Witcher and a few incoming on no F stuff, just trying to be my brother's keeper. That's all, fam. I'm never on some F stuff. Danny wrote, "Out of a show, Shaka, can't make this up." Israel Doctrine wrote, "At J Mike, I did a show on this." J Mike says that he missed it. Okay. Feel free, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting quiet now, so I think I'm going to put an end to the stream. I'm going to make my closing remarks. Stay safe, stay healthy. If I'm allowed to, by the nature, I will definitely holler back at you. I don't argue. I state facts. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. If you do not think right, you will not act right. If you know better, you will do better. Do I to Manicheru? Oh no, that's Israel Darshan. I thought it was the other guy. Well, he refused to, condemn Sanada for speaking sexually about the child. That's the reason why I'm not speaking with him. Plus, I just found out today that he admitted that he searched for, CP. He admitted it several times. So, my closing remarks once again: stay safe, stay healthy. If I'm allowed to, by the nature, I will definitely holler back at you. I don't argue. I stay fast. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. If you do not think right, you will not act right. If you know better, you will do better. Do I to do nature Hotep.
Now, for the record, for those who don't know, I'm giving Medu Nature classes, and here, that's the flyer. Okay. So, those who are interested, feel free to holler at me. If you're not interested, it's cool. But I recommend that everybody who has not yet seen the video, Kemet and Ma'at, Before Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, then watch it. It has about 300,000 views and really deserves to have a lot more.
I just want to let everyone know who's listening in now and who's going to listen to this stream in the future. I just had my first Meta Nature class by Brother Shaka today, and I've had other Meta Nature lessons by other teachers, and I can tell you right now, the brother is the best in the game. He is that was one of the best classes I've ever had, ever. So if you're interested in learning the Meta Nature, if you're interested in getting the basics of it, Brother Shaka is an awesome teacher. Get with him, and it's extremely affordable. This brother is giving us his time and his skills, and he's basically giving it away. I mean, I just consider it a donation. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody is interested in learning the Meta Nature, get with this brother right here. He's an awesome teacher. And I'll end with that.
Hotep Senu, Hena Senut. This is Julie, also known as Servant of Yah, and I'm currently taking the Medu Nature classes with Brother Shaka, and it has been an amazing experience. Only 2 lessons so far, and I feel like I've been taking the classes for months, just with the how in-depth he goes into the vocabulary words, the construction of the language, the grammar. It's been immeasurable, the experience. And one thing that comes across, hands down, is his extreme passion for teaching this to anyone who is willing to learn and has an interest in learning. So I highly suggest, if you are interested, even a minimal interest, that you subscribe to the classes with Brother Shaka. It's such a nominal amount for how much you get. I know, like, our last class was over 2.5 hours. It felt like 2 minutes, but because that's how involved you are in what he's teaching and how he teaches and how compassionate he is about what he teaches. Also with sharing materials free of charge, no question, no doubt. It's just what he does. He doesn't have to, but he does. And so I just wanted to give a short testimonial about the class and the effectiveness of the class. And all of that is attested to how studied Brother Shaka is. So I highly recommend anyone with a minimal interest that you do sign up for the Medu Nature class. Hotep.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which is Ma'at Forever. Don't forget to watch the video entitled Kemet and Ma'at. Don't forget to share Kemet and Ma'at on my channel on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or other social media that you use. Email, text messages, you name it. Those who wish to donate can do so on paypal.me/Ma'at4Ever. Dang.